That's it. That's all they get. That's it. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween,
Spooky.
everybody.
Spooky. So everybody like that really nice spooky intro? Spooky.
Spooky intro. That's all
That's
you're
it.
gonna get. We ain't dressing up.
You know what I dressed up today as actually? A Red Bull representative actually.
Red Bull.
Yeah, that's
I was gonna say.
actually
I thought we would agree to dress up as podcasters.
I know because we're actually pretty terrible at it, so we might as well try. We should just try. Today,
I guess.
Yeah.
We should try to be podcasters.
We should try to be podcasters.
Yeah. Live at 5. Podcasters at 5. Live.
Sounds like every time we say that, it sounds like a fucking news report.
Like news report?
The local
Live
news is about
5.
to come on. Live at 5.
Look, Nick said nice haircut. He said nice haircut.
Thank you. I told him because I told him online. He said, "I'm excited to see the costume," and I'm thinking he's still fucking around. Like, no, he's legitimately he wants to see me in a costume. Like, no, I'm not going to Party City. I'm not doing that. This is what you got to do.
Look, we went to for the kids because they went to a party last night. We went to last minute. What's that thing? The pop-up shops. What do they call those? Spirit,
like a haunted.
Yeah,
something?
it's like a pop-up shop that like they'll grab any hole in the wall, and they'll set up shop and sell costumes every year. It's like the fireworks display. You know how the fireworks they set up shop anywhere.
Yeah.
So same thing every year. They pop up these shops called Spirit Halloween, and we went there, and it looked like I swear to God, it looked like it was ransacked. Like if the apocalypse was coming. I'm like, who the fuck is ransacking the Halloween store?
You should have seen Walgreens today when I walked to go get my haircut, and everybody was trying to buy the last pieces of candy.
It's like
they were like, I better buy. Like they've been selling Halloween candy for the last 3 fucking weeks, and I'm being nice about it. They've been selling Halloween candy since the middle of September when they start fucking bringing you the big bags and shit. You got people on like, oh, they only got Reese's left. Reese's, or they're grabbing the last triple pack. It's like they got the Mars bars, and you got some Milky Way and some fucking Snickers, and
that's what you're like,
that's what you're lucky that they fucking even have chocolate.
Look, at least they had chocolate. Where I went in the Spirit Halloween thing, all they had was freaking candy corn. Ugh, candy corn. I was like, Jesus, that's all you guys have. You got nothing in the back? I was that customer. Anything in the back? Good sir, that's all we have. Now, just check the back for me.
You
have something back there. Come on, you have. And he's looking at me like, bro, no, we ain't got shit. Candy corn.
It's like when you were at the GameStop and then they say, yo, you got this game used? You look, nah, yo, can you check the back? I counted the games this morning. It's not there.
Before we open the store,
I literally counted the games. It's not fucking there, dude.
It's not. Trust me, it's not there. Unless you're trading it in right now. There's nothing back there. Trust me.
It's like it's a $4 game too. They want you to look for. It's not even like fucking something that you're technically making money on. You know what I mean?
It'd be the one that's buried on the boxes and stuff. It's like I ain't doing all that, bro. We don't have it.
Disc is cracked, so that you get to sell them GPG and shit, like you know.
Oh, I used to run with the whole, but it says in the system you have. Like that's why I came here. Yeah, the system's kind of slow.
It hasn't updated.
It hasn't updated, so and literally our GameStop systems are dated as hell. They're dated as fuck. Like Excel spreadsheet or whatever you call that.
They're probably still working. I remember when it was the big. I know we're going down a really narrow and strange path right now, but remember when they actually added? I don't know if you were still working there when they had the Bluetooth guns. Remember when they added the Bluetooth guns when you could actually when you run the scanner, but then sometimes depending on how big the store was, like you had to go closer to where the register was because it wouldn't pick up all the scans. Like it would save it to memory, but you'd have to walk in the range so it would actually pick up the scans. And then some stores, if you were lucky and big enough, they got the Bluetooth scanner in the fucking back with its own computer. So then you didn't have to worry about going.
Like that. Our district had it in the back, so it was like it was there. It was all set up nice. And I'm like, can we like not mimic this? I know we're a smaller store. Can we not mimic this at all? Like let's get this going, guys. I know we're going down a rabbit hole here with this GameStop shit.
Dude, that's a podcast in itself. That might be like one of those nostalgic podcasts where you like stories like, you know, story from time? Like story time, just like our experiences at because I worked at GameStop for close to 3 years. Like and started from GA.
You were there longer than me.
GA all the way up to basically store manager, and then left for fucking AT&T.
I only made it to what they call that key holder.
Yeah, SGA.
That was GA, right? That was like
SGA, senior game advisor.
Yeah. I think what I got was to hold the key, but I don't think it was a position. It was just me being, like aggressive. I want the keys.
Yeah.
and that's it. Like I would open and
They
close
teach
the
you.
damn
You get
store.
you get $1 extra or $1.25
Woo!
extra.
Look, you got $1. Shit, I got 50 cents.
They teach you how to count the money, close out the store. You know what I mean? Like
now
make
you're
sure to clean up.
responsible for the store, and we're gonna give you 50 cents more. You're responsible for everything in here. 50 cents
Oh
more.
my
How
God.
does that sound? And they try to paint it as a good thing. Like that's a
Oh no,
great
this is
thing.
good for you, and you move up and you show
So
the
now I can
initiative
buy
and
the
stuff.
second bar of Twix. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, let's shout out the chat before we get into our week. Because several people came in here.
There's a few people in here. Shinrock Sound Gaming.
Shinrock, yeah, in the very boy, new to our channel. I haven't seen him in a while, or I've never seen him.
Fabio.
All right, Fabio, the Nick
people.
P1. I'm gonna call him by his whole name. The Nick P1 in the chat. Xamatos. Chris Lee is telling me that the Niners won. I haven't looked the score, but he's a Niners fan, so I will take his word for it. So about time these dudes are struggling hard this year. He said he's dressed up as Jimmy G. No, you're not. Please don't. Jimmy G. No. that's not fun.
My Xbox turned off, money. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm doing a podcast.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
No, money.
Oh, money. Your Logic, answer.
No, I'm a little busy right now. Little busy right now. I told him I literally responded because he saw me hop on Battlefield and he typed me full. And then I'm like, all right, I was only getting on to kill a little bit of time because we got the podcast. And then he must have sent me a message back. I turned off my Xbox. I didn't see the message yet.
That's what it was.
He's over here like little fucking busy. Like, come on.
You should have joined our stream. We were streaming freaking Insurgency. I did it for like an hour or so. That's when you needed to be at. We were playing that a little bit. We won almost every game, I think. So I think we won every game. Yeah. No, we lost one. Because they dominated us. But other than that, get it. Go get it. Get it.
All right, I'm good. I don't know. It'll be attracted to the light somewhere, and I'll fucking bing it later.
We're the weirdest pod there is. Oh man, but let's see. This week I did Twitch. I finally got a good laptop. I got a good laptop, really good laptop. I'm not gonna say his name, but shout out to one of my buddies.
Yeah, you got the stream up and running. He lets you hold down a nice little gaming laptop.
Yeah,
that was better than the one that you were using.
I know he's watching. He doesn't want me to talk about him or anything, but I know he's watching, and then I appreciate you defending this country and what you do for us, man. That is amazing. And I thank you for the gift, man. It was surprising, man, because he was supposed to bring it a while ago, but I got sick, and we delayed it, whatever. So, but he finally brought it through, and this guy surprised the shit out of me because I thought it was gonna be like, because he told me, hey, I have a laptop I bought a couple of months ago. I'm not gonna be using it. I'm deploying. Do you want it? Nah, I don't want that. I don't want that responsibility. He goes, no. You good peoples. I see you got your pod going. You need something good. You're always talking about you need something good. I'm like, if you want to give it to lend it to me, that's cool.
Yeah.
I got you. Finally, when I got better, he brung it over. And it was fucking a brand new Acer laptop, bro. Nitro 5?
Nitro 5, I think.
Yo, I was like, no, you did it. Yo, he had me. I gave it to him like 8 times. No. Here you go, bro. I can't take that.
It's like when it's too good. When it was like
too good. Yeah, I'm like, I can't do that, man. He goes, nah, you deserve it. Take it. I'm like, all right, cool. So I mean, I set it up, man. Again, thank you, sir. I set it up, and here we are. Bro, I've been streaming Twitch. The ones that's been Lemon's in the chat. What's up, Lemon? He came into one of my streams the other day, and I asked him, hey,
Shin's been popping.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about it a little bit later on in the pod. Actually, we have a little time that's set out, but in the time that you've been on and everything, like gone on, not just people that were already following you, like newcomers.
We'll talk about that's a topic. Okay, but it's that's one thing I've been doing, setting that up, getting more into showing what I do as far as gaming. I was able to. I haven't been playing much, man. I know I go offline a lot, but I really have not had time to play much. It's just way too much going on around the house. Yeah. With like the lawn getting mowed and just different things happening. Yeah. House chores and that kind of stuff. So adult life. Sure. And did that, but I was able to play a couple of weird games, like off games that I normally don't play. I showed you Plant vs. Zombies. Yep. But not the first one though. The neighborhood one, something Neighborville or something. Was
that like a DLC one that they came out with? Like basically,
no, it's a full-fledged game.
Full-fledged.
No, full-fledged, no multiplayer. It's just straight campaign, and you can play co-op. And I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. And I went to EA Pass. Let me see what they got on the EA side. I went there, downloaded it, been playing that. That was fun. Then I played. I can't remember the name of this, but it's on Game Pass. It's a Skyrim mod that turned into a game.
Okay.
it's Night City or City of something. It's just Forgotten City. There you go.
Do you need
Forgotten City.
Skyrim in order to play it, or no? They kind of
No,
just
no,
made
no,
its
no.
own
It was a
standalone
mod
game.
in Skyrim, and they took that and made a full-fledged game. Like it's
that's
its
cool.
own thing, and it doesn't play like Skyrim at all. But it's like a mystery.
Would it be considered an indie game? Like, is it like one of those like indie? Not
Well,
necessarily.
yeah, because it was made.
Okay.
It's a mod, but it's more of a mystery game where you in
Okay.
ancient Rome kind of thing, and you're trying to figure out what's going on there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Played that a little bit, and then there was another game. Not Dragon, but Demon Slayer. I've been getting into that. So
yeah,
my son ended up buying me Demon Slayer, and it literally plays the whole first season of Demon Slayer.
looks like a fucking anime. It looks like an anime. It's like when I was
Right?
playing Dragon Ball. When I was just playing Dragon Ball Fighter Z before, because I played a match before we went live, and like it's sometimes when you're playing the game, it looks like you're watching the anime.
Bro,
Like it actually looks like you know what I mean?
There's times where I have it on and I'm playing, and it'll go into a cutscene.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, and I forget I'm playing the game.
Oh, you're
it
playing the
looks
game.
like I'm watching an episode. I'm going,
Yeah.
man, I forgot this episode was really good. And then my character's just sitting there, and I'm like, move, mother! Like, what are you doing? Oh, yeah,
Like,
I'm playing
it's
the
me,
game.
jerk off. Like, hello.
It's me. Fucking idiot. Yeah. So let me see if I can. Hopefully, I can do something like that. Let me see. I think I kicked you off. No, let me see.
No, we're good.
I'm gonna try to do this because I'm gonna try to do this.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, that's not the one I want, but okay. Yeah, that's a montage. That's not what I want.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah, that's not what I want. Let me check something else. Sorry guys, I want to show you my pride.
You want me to close this out?
Yeah, close that out. I thought I had it up, but I guess not. No, let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do this one. Maybe that one work.
Plant vs. Zombie, yeah.
Oh, that's PvP. Yeah, whatever. Well, I tried. Anyways, yeah, I tried. Fuck that. So yeah, I've been like playing the Demon Slayer, and I play campaign. It does have multiplayer. I do not mess with multiplayer when it comes to these games.
Okay.
So fucking ever. Like, nah, man. Like these dudes sweat it, and you want to talk about sweats? Oof, and they'll cheese the shit out of you. Yeah. Ain't no way to get out of it. Once you get in the corner, once you're getting fucked up, yeah, you can't get out of that.
Oh yeah. And
then they'll message you, and then they'll tell you suck. They'll let you know how bad you are. Layers of that shit. But no, that's what I was playing for the week. Like I just off my rotation, and then I've been streaming. That's about it. But this week has been very off, as far as gaming goes, because a lot of adult stuff started hitting me at one time. And the holidays are coming up, so now I got to worry about. Thanks to Game Pass, though, I save money. Now I got to worry about holiday shopping. So thanks to Games Hype Train, I'm gonna take that from Lemon. Hype Train, Game Pass Hype Train. I don't have the graphic, but choo choo, I'll do that right there. There you go.
Yeah, man. No, it's similar week. I definitely got probably a little more gaming in than you. More League, of course. Still just playing that normal.
You showed me that clip before we went live. That was badass.
Yeah, it was a little fucking Nautilus clip that I had when I was playing support. That was pretty cool.
Don't be modest. You had motherfuckers rage quit. Don't be modest.
Well, no, they FF after it happened, yeah, because it was kind of embarrassing. It was that was cool. That was an older clip that I had. But yeah, a little more League, Insurgency, with you when you went live. That was actually pretty fun too. I feel like every other game, like every time we play Insurgency, I'm like switching my settings. I'm still trying to
yes.
Dial in. I'm still trying to dial in like my aiming, because it's like, I'm too slow when I'm aiming down sights, and then it's like, oh fuck, now it's too fast when I'm aiming down sights, and just trying to find that sweet spot. But I told you I did change off the thumbstick on the Elite controller, because that shit was fucking up my thumb the last time we were playing. So I switched over to the other thumbstick, concave.
The one with whatever the name is.
Yeah, because convex, concave. I don't know. Oh, somebody
concave is Google it. Concave is indention.
Convex, then.
I don't know what the other
convex is. The other one.
Convex. There you go.
Yeah. So
does anybody else play with that kind of stick, like with not it being inverted like that?
Well, because I'm just telling you, and the rubber on the outside, even on the even on the regular Xbox controller, little tangent. It's cool that it has the rubber, but after a while of you just fucking pressing forward, like after 2 hours of this. Forward, yeah, it's like, and then it's like, oh, forward or back, oh, forward again, and then it's like fuck, it's abrasive, and it just that shit just gets really annoying.
It's hurting, and then it gets irritating, and
with the other shit, and just to show you here, this was So it's hard to see because the way the light is in the black controller. I don't know if I can get a good shot, but
Oh, I
it's
see the
right
I
here.
see the
Yeah, you
rounds.
see it.
Yeah,
It's like the domed one basically,
yeah,
and
Domi.
it's so much more comfortable fucking playing
Yeah.
with it. So oh yeah,
Well, because
definitely.
the other one has the not only that it's indented, but it has the little ring
That rubber
around it.
that ring around it that's almost texturized, so
Yeah,
it's like
man.
so your hand doesn't grip, which I like it because it definitely helps, especially on the
Yeah.
right stick, because you get like more of like you get more control, I think personally. But after a while of fucking pressing down on it, it bothers. It definitely gets annoying.
Give money to chats.
Logic dumb game is non-existent. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I mean, because I'm still, remember, I'm also still team fucking M and K. Okay, so
He's M and
and
K, man.
anyways, so yeah, so a little bit of Tarkov still because they had like a Halloween event. They got people.
I'm dying to
Oh,
play that shit
you want to
so
laugh real
bad,
quick?
man.
I'll tell you real quick. I loaded to a map last night on Tarkov because they're doing the Halloween event. They got people running around there with fucking like basically like jack o' lanterns. So like I got jump scared. I'm literally running, and then I stop, and then I hear footsteps running. I turn around, and it's just a flashing fucking light, and it's a pumpkin, and it's like it's a jack o' lantern basically, and it's one of the
Jesus.
guys, one of the NPCs wearing the fucking pumpkin helmet,
Wait,
and
an
it's just like in my
NPC, not
face.
even
It's an NPC. It wasn't even a real player. It was just an
Jesus.
NPC, and then I just
Fuck
looked and
that.
I fucking jump scared. It was the craziest shit. Um. So yeah, played a little bit of that, and then yeah, that was pretty much it. That
I've
was
been
like
watching like on YouTube, like people play like Call of Duty because they have the spooky season going on. They have the
yeah,
what Ghostface his name
Ghostface
is,
from
and
Scream.
yeah, so everybody has this shit on,
Hmm.
and they doing like montage videos on this stuff. Like even one guy, I forgot his name, I was watching where he was doing scary shit, and he was just scaring people, and he had people on the mic literally yelling, like jump
Oh,
scaring them, like
like proximity chat shit.
yeah. So I'm like, wow, he's actually scaring people with this shit, like because they got like the dark map, spooky, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool.
Well, so money real quick. He was asking raids, and not to get off topic, but a
Yeah,
raid
no,
is essentially just you loading into a map. That's a
Five Nights at
raid.
Tarkov.
Like you going in is a raid. Like that's a raid. It's not like
That's a raid.
it's not like Destiny. Like oh, let's go a raid 6-man activity. It's just no. You load into the map. That's considered a raid. Your raid. Essentially at that point.
Okay,
And then you go in. They just call it raiding or whatever. Because I guess you're raiding loot and shit. I guess that's just where they get the term from.
because I
Five Nights
assume
at Tarkov.
I think just like money, I assumed it meant like Destiny, where you get a group of people and you go in
No,
and
you can, or you could just solo, but it doesn't. But there's different maps that you could load in on every map on Tarkov currently in its current state, except for one map called the Lab or Labs, and
mm.
because you need a key card, you need to find a key card, especially which you could kill people that have this key card. The key card also sells for like 150,000 rubles in the marketplace,
Woo!
and then you get access to the labs. And the labs is literally like you get these souped up high end NPC players and also super fucking Chad geared out regular players like PvP. And it's like basically where like all the like sweats will go, and because all the best loot is on that map, and they have special key cards that are like the rarest in the game that you unlock doors to get like weapons and fucking guns and shit like that. It's crazy. But yeah,
Examatos put Five Nights at Tarkov.
yeah.
Turpin put you're raiding the compound.
We still got to try Bassmaster. I have it downloaded now. So you have it
We haven't
downloaded. I have
downloaded
it downloaded.
It's
So that might be. So if Nick's up for it,
Nick,
uh,
he's the one that suggested it. It's been hard because getting game night together. It's like
well,
it's one of those things where we all
but it
have
also doesn't have
schedules
to
and we
be,
all
and
have
that's what I
different
mean. And
things.
it doesn't always have to be. It could be spur of the moment shit. Like because a lot of the times that's how we work anyway. Before we
Yeah.
actually jump into our topics, we can talk
Yeah.
about it real quick. Like a lot of the times, it's like, "Yo, you busy?" Or just like somebody sees somebody else on. Nobody's really doing much. They send an invite. Okay, oh, let's game together. It's not like at
Well,
this day
that's
at this
how golfing
particular
with friends
time.
happened. That's how that happened. We were just
Yeah,
sitting there and it's like, oh, let's play golfing with friends. And again, Nick suggested it and we ended up getting on it. Then Fresh
hmm
we were playing it. He logged on to the party. And it's like,
yeah,
okay. And then we had like a four of us, or five, it was four of us, with me, Money, Frez, and Nick playing it. And
yeah.
I didn't realize you could put like 12, 15 people
I
at
was gonna
one
say you
time
could have
playing
a.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
So
you
I'm like,
because I
shit,
know
let's
it's. I
go.
told you it's similar to the one for
On the
Steam.
Steam. Yeah.
Steam, it's just called Golf It. So you could have a big party size essentially like in the game. Like there's no because I know you guys were just playing before, but can you have like 6 or 8 or 10? Because
Yeah,
okay, that's
you
cool.
could customize how you want to customize it.
Nice.
You could take off the timer, put on more time.
Okay.
Like you can do all that. You can control as much as you want, but we just left in like whatever default is.
Did you leave it on where like the each other's? Excuse me for saying this. and everybody be mature about it. The balls, like, did you leave it where like the balls can interact with each other? Like,
Yeah, well, they don't bounce.
they
Jesus
don't.
Christ.
Yeah, I
They
know.
don't.
That's
They
what I
don't
said.
hit.
Everybody be fucking mature about it when we have this conversation, please.
They don't hit. You could go
Right.
through it. Like
Okay.
there's no collision.
Yeah. There's no collision, but that's
there you
because I
go.
think in Golf It on PC you could actually have where collision is on.
I don't think that's an option in this one. I think
Okay.
it's just by default.
Which I think is fine because you could be so fucking malicious. That could be so stupid or just
What
like
I didn't
funny.
realize though,
You know?
before I got into this game, I didn't realize that we don't have to wait. I thought we had it like golf. We have to wait for each other's turns. In this one, it's just go on until you go. Everybody has their, the par level of how much you can hit and that kind of stuff. But if you guys are seeing full power in the chat, that's the shit we be yelling in our freaking party chats when we played that game. Just full power, power, and we tell each other all the time. It's like the hole could be like 5 feet from us, and we go, hey man, go full power. And launch the ball. Why the fuck does it be full power? Yeah, you should have listened, but full power. But yeah, man, that's it, man. That's our week. That's what we've been doing. But we definitely have to get. I think as far as game night goes for us to get together, like you said, it's one of those sporadic things. But if we do end up playing, I think the golf game is one of the best ones we could do as far as party up.
Or Uno. I'm down. I got Uno. I'm ready to fucking go.
How many you can do in Uno?
4, unfortunately, but we could swap people out. I don't even care. We run that shit. We run that shit tournament style. We'll do 4. Run that shit tournament style.
We'll do that shit. Yeah. There you go. Money and Nick and everybody else in the chat. If you got me on Xbox, go ahead and download Uno and golfing with friends. We'll get on that.
Yeah, we're out there.
But that's the week, man. That's me and Logic's week. Let's get into these topics. We do have several topics to talk about today. We are going to talk about the very first one. You already know. Halo Infinite, and I can't believe Xbox like shitted all over my prediction, like all over it. Like last
what was it? Maybe an hour after we ended the pod, or 30 like within the hour that we ended the pod, and it was the long one too, because there we are, and it was the last thing that we talked about because we were talking about the Xbox 20th anniversary.
Yes.
Right. So we were talking about the Xbox 20th anniversary. So refresher, this is the last podcast that we recorded. We're talking about Xbox 20th anniversary. And then the next thing you know, I'm not going to do this with audio as well, just to make sure, because I'm bringing up the video now while we're doing it.
Money, what the hell is Hood? What is Hood Uno? I'm not even
Hood Uno.
I don't know what that is, but he said Hood Uno. I don't know.
No, we're playing the Uno. We're playing the Uno like fucking Ninja and Courage and all of them played, where 0s and 7s do crazy shit. Or
okay.
7, That's the new. I love that fucking Uno. We're gonna do some crazy fucking Uno.
I definitely dig that.
Yeah.
If you're on Twitter, man, share us out, man, so people can see that we're here.
I was gonna say, and real quick before we at this time, thank you for the audio listeners. Thank you for all the YouTube people as well that are listening to us right now. Please subscribe to the channel. Please leave a comment and like as well too. Audio comes out on Wednesdays.
We guarantee your finger will not fall off if you hit the sub button or the like button.
26 away from the giveaway, by the way, too. By the way,
quick update. Giveaway.
26 away from the 2 Xbox.
26,
Xbox controller giveaway.
I lost 1 during the week and then I gained 2. I'm like, is that how that works? Okay,
Twitch.
Cool.
That was Twitch, but we're going to talk about that.
That was Twitch.
Yes. So Halo.
So
Halo.
Predicted this. You agree when I said, hey, Xbox, the anniversary show. That's where they're going to show it off. Perfect, right? It's the perfect time.
Yeah,
dude, not an hour after we logged off and ended the podcast, here's Xbox tweeting, here we go, get ready, tomorrow at 9:00 in the morning, which by the way, that had me confused. Tomorrow at 9:00 in the morning, we're gonna gameplay reveal. I'm going, no way.
They're a West Coast company. They're in Redmond, Washington. Microsoft's in Redmond. So I'm like, so you're like 9:00. We're thinking, oh yeah, 9:00 Pacific, so 12:00 Eastern, right? And then there we are talking, and then I think Nick was talking about it. A few of us, I think a few of us were talking on a thread, and then I think eventually we all came to the realization, like, no, they mean 9:00 Eastern.
Right, because even I was confused. I'm like, no, I think they mean like 12:00 Eastern time, 9:00, West Coast time, because that's what usually happens. Seattle, West Coast, New York, East Coast. But that didn't happen. It literally was at 9:00 in the morning Eastern time, 6 in the morning for West Coast. I'm like, they've never done this before. This is crazy. So I literally got up early in the morning to watch the damn trailer, and I wasn't disappointed. I was not disappointed. Like, it was 6 minutes? Yeah, 6 minutes and 20 seconds long.
That was the first thing, people, because the timestamp leaked before it dropped, right?
Yeah.
So people were already saying it's 2 minutes shorter than the one that they showed the previous year. There was already that fucking narrative was already coming.
Like the whole chat was blasting away. Oh, that's it. 2 minutes
that's
left.
it. Only 6 minutes. Like, how you want them to fucking spoil the whole story? Like, what are we doing? Like, they're just trying to give you the overview. Like, the game's literally coming out in what, a month and a half now at this point?
About a month and
Or
a half.
yeah.
December 8th, a month and a half.
Like, how much? You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
they're
a
gonna
month and a
give you.
week.
They're going to give you tidbits. They want to show it to you. It streamed, another clarification too. It streamed at 1080p at 60 frames. Like when it premiered.
Please clarify that.
When it premiered, 1080p at 60 frames. And then, like they always do now, Xbox is really good at it with all of their fucking uploads. If the video has 4K, they show it in 4K after the fact. So as soon as the premiere was done, you could rewatch it back in 4K, 2K. I have a 2K monitor.
Listen, Nick, I'm not telling you to buy something. I'm not advocating buying stuff. If you want to buy it, go ahead and buy it. I thought it was a free download, but
it's not a free download.
Buy it, no,
it's not. I bought it specifically for that opportunity, though, for us to be.
Don't go out there buying stuff and then.
But we're gonna. But don't also feel that you're gonna buy it and we're not gonna play. We're gonna play. This isn't one of those. We will play. I will play.
But it does have achievements.
Mm-hmm. So, dude, Halo. Like, this. By the way, talk about a fuck you to this ship. Think about this for a second.
Look, this is what we're talking about. We were talking about like we did the reaction
dropped the wasp, and then you see like the sparks on the floor. It's like that shit didn't hover, nothing. Just like boop, just fucking drop it down, and then it just like hits, like didn't take any damage or anything. But that was kind of cool.
I think that was a funny there was a couple funny moments in this trailer, but that right there, I even told them, like, did you check out the Pelican just getting dropped? Just like, here's your support, bang, go ahead, Chief. Like, and people were like, why did they do that? I'm like, listen, if this ship can take a rocket, it should damn sure take that damn fall right there. It's okay.
I was gonna say the little drop. It was about 20-foot drop.
Hover, just drop it, give it to me.
It's
100 to the chat. Shout out to 100. Great show last night.
Yeah,
bro, like, I'm looking at the trailer, and then there's people going, they like you just can't please people 100%. No. It's like, I want the trailer, show me something. The game's coming out soon, show me something. They show you something, that's it. I want more, give me more. Is that the only biome? And I'm going, God, you like, first and foremost, Halo has never been the kind of game that's been like, they'll show you full-fledged campaign from the date, like before it launches. They don't show you everything.
Halo 2, remember the Halo 2 E3 premiere? It ended up being a totally different, like what they showed you, and then what you actually experienced and played in Halo 2. Like it's not one-to-one. Like, I don't expect what they've shown here. It's obviously cut up and put in such a way so they don't give too much away. It's edited, but you know, just to give you an idea. But that's the whole point, to give you an idea of essentially what you're going to be like. When in Halo have you technically had bosses? This is like a first thing too. Not this guy here, obviously, with the Banish, but they're going to show a scene here, and then they're showing returning, enemy types. The Hunter, obviously, that you're playing against. They're showing you some sniper stuff. This part was pretty funny too. Yeah. When he goes down to rescue. So, and that was another thing too. Like, people were basically saying, "Oh, it's
this part."
Yeah. So he goes and rescues, the soldiers and stuff that were hanging out in the camp.
Safe now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're safe. You're safe now. And then fucking
off the cliff.
The fuck, man!
That's not funny.
Chief literally just yeeted them off, and it's like, yeah, he's fine.
The hell out of them,
he's in a multi-million-dollar fucking armor suit. Like, these guys got nothing, literally.
But see, I appreciate that from 343. From day one of them getting a lot of shit from the community, like a lot of crap from day one. They take it so like lightly. They make fun of moments. Craig, they even got, now you got Craig 2.0 with a beard and a mohawk. You got this driving off the cliff. You got the Just Cause moments where he's literally jumping off the fucking Pelican or going to whatever that was to go.
See,
like, this game is not your traditional campaign. But then I go back to Halo CE.
Yeah,
where there was I forgot the name of the mission. Where the mission was literally you explore, like exactly what we saw there. It was something similar to that, where you had to get the Marines and bring them for the fight. Yep. That's what's happening with this game. It's like people are so like they want. I want a snowy map. I want this map, bro. If you want that, go play Battlefield. Go play Call of Duty.
And we've only seen a taste of what this is. If you've any other Halo, you're still on top of you're on Delta Halo, right?
You're on
or I forget what they call it. It's not Delta Halo, because Delta Halo was
this
Halo
one isn't Delta.
2.
This was
where they call it.
Shaq, you please pick that up.
They say the name.
Yeah,
they say the name in there. I forget as well too. Yeah. But this Halo, if it's like any of the other Halos, they have all the different elements. If you don't think you're gonna play like a certain part or get to a certain area that's like snow covered and shit like that, it's gonna have all of those elements to it. But this has that. I think my brother was saying it. Somebody else was saying it. It's almost like biomes, like different layers because there's fast traveling. Some people didn't like. They're like, why are you fucking with my Halo? Just give me traditional levels and stuff like that. It's like,
and it doesn't look linear. It doesn't look linear. It looks like you could pick your missions.
Well, that's what it is. I mean, right? You got a boss. What does this look like to you right here?
Yeah, a boss battle. It's a boss battle.
That's a shield with a health bar on it. When have you seen that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've never seen enemy types with health bars.
Some people are like, oh, it's going full Destiny. Is that something wrong?
No, but I don't even. I wouldn't even say Destiny. Like, I'd say more along the lines of what was the game that came out right here. This is what people were kind of like up in arms about.
Where he takes his rocket out.
Well, no, or just like the base, where just the whole open idea, the openness of the game too, where it's like, just give me. Some people just want the linear, like, tell me where to go and just do it instead of I gotta explore, I gotta do stuff, because this was one of the first things that I noticed here. Different areas, like you're gonna be looting areas. There's gonna be places for you to take down.
Thank you for highlighting that. Though 0 out of 1, 0 out of 2, 0. So there's objectives in these bases.
You're gonna be looting stuff. You're gonna be finding stuff out about the world and stuff, like probably going out and hunting for things, like learning about what happened, because it also looked like you were out of commission for a little bit too. So it's like you don't necessarily know what happened, and for them to try to tell you the story, you're not gonna get it all in, like, you know, what am I trying to say?
Well, you're gonna get them in bits and pieces. You're not gonna get the whole entire thing at once.
They're still gonna try to give you like story dumps and stuff, like on data pads and audio and stuff like that.
It's still gonna have the lore in the world.
Cutscenes is what I'm saying. They're not gonna try to kill you with cutscenes. But then again, you know what I'm saying.
But you can get story from lore in the world. You can pick up some like things in the world that's gonna give you backstory on that area, probably that kind of thing. Yeah, or like tablets or whatever it is that they have.
It's like what they started doing. They did it in the Master Chief Collection. What they started doing with the different inside the older games, when you could search for the Forerunner objects and stuff like that, and you could find out about the lore and the history of the Forerunners and stuff.
Yes.
What was the game that what was the game that just came out? Not Fallout.
Turpin, I don't think it's QTEs for those boss fights. I think it's literally you fighting the boss.
Well, he was just saying he hopes there aren't QTE events like that they don't have any.
They are, but I don't think those boss battles are going to be like a QTE event, like Metal Gear Solid type shit, where it's like you do button mashing to just go through it, you know?
Yeah. Now they've been telling us for a while that this was going more to like an open, like even here too. Oh, you know, upgrading the chief.
I dig this. I dig this.
You're upgrading the chief. This is cool. Spartan cores,
you're upgrading, and you can change up whatever. Like you can go with a grappling hook, a shield. Like it's like the multiplayer. You can pick what you want to pick.
Escape velocity 3. He does like this jet, this dash that, and then makes him invisible too. I mean, that's sick. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's sick personally. Grapple hook
right here, like it's just grappling hook. Also, the part where it says when I think they tweeted out this when it said only in Halo, like the moments. Only in Halo, and people got all bent out of shape. Oh, Battlefield did it first. God, that's coming up. That was what is that? Homage?
I attribute that to just like a head nod, just like, hey, Dice, we see what you're doing over there. That's cool. Hey, look what we were able to do here in our game, right here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look, we were able to. This is like paying off. Yeah, this is the Battlefield moment. Yeah. People were losing their mind, like, why? Here, ready? One of the first comments on these is, why is Halo trying to be like Battlefield? It should be more like Halo. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, let them. They're not trying to be like Battlefield. They're just trying to be like Battlefield. The zeitgeist in gaming, like they realize, like, oh shit, that was a big moment for them, and look what's happening and stuff. Like, we can take advantage of that.
They talk to each other like they're friends outside
of
work.
No, they're fully competitive. None of them. They all fucking hate each other. And they're all in it for themselves, and they don't give a fuck about what everybody else is doing. They only care about themselves and how good their own product does.
It's like, come on, man. Like these guys, they play each other's games. They talk to each other. You don't think this right here came from a programmer, designer, a level designer that said, "I love my Battlefield. Can we do something in the trailer?"
That's what I'm saying. I'm a Battlefield fan. Can I do something in this trailer real quick? And then whoever got the approval were like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. Why not?" Because grappling, and it shows off what you could do in the game, because you're going to be able to do crazy shit like that in the game. Like,
never in Halo. This is the most agile chief I've seen in any Halo. Like,
he's out here.
The whole grappling and the dashing is like he's out here doing things.
He's out here. He's also getting yeeted around too. Like, this guy's taking a fucking beating. Like, literally, just like yeet, yeah.
Let me ask you guys. I don't know if you are for or against, but either way, I want to know. It's a topic with Halo. It's been discussed for quite a while now. What do you guys think about Halo needing or wanting or should it have a BR? That's my thing. Like, does it need a BR? Do you want a BR? I personally don't care if they add a BR or not. That it'll bring more to the game, more eyes, more people playing the game, in my opinion, which resources grows the game. More people playing it is a good thing. I just don't think necessarily it needs it, but if it gets it, great. It's a
Yeah.
bonus, right? To me, that's a bonus. But
If
I will
it
be
gets it,
interested
it
to see
gets it.
how
But
it
I
works.
don't care either way, whether it gets it or doesn't get it, because that's not why.
Either
It's
way,
when we talk about our experiences with Halo and stuff. It's not what I play Halo for. Like we talked about it, I play it for that single player experience, that nice single player experience, and then for the multiplayer experience, traditional Halo multiplayer experience, which we've already tried and we've already tested out now in these flights, and we see like, oh, this is gonna be fucking dope. Like
yeah.
when that traditional Halo multiplayer experience, when it drops, and the fact that it is free to play to a lot of people, when
Free to
people,
play.
you don't
Jeez.
have to get your hands on it, and you could, and just for clarification as well too, like, yeah, no, it's free to play. It's literally the multiplayer is free to play. Campaign, if you have Game Pass, you can download campaign as well too. It's included. This is Game Pass day and date. And it's really exciting, man. It's just exciting to see. This looked good. This was good hype.
Yeah.
I think I don't need to see anything else. If they show me more
No.
before,
I don't
but
want. I know
I'm
there's
good.
people out
I
there
don't
saying I
want
want more, and I'm going
no.
no. I don't want my hand being
Maybe
held
give me
all the way
another
through.
flight. Give me another flight two
Give me
weeks
a flight. I'll
before
be happy
if
with
you
that.
wanted,
But
like,
more
in for a
campaign,
weekend.
not more campaign.
Yeah, no.
Let it sit where it's at. I like it. Maybe elaborate a little bit more on that on the 20th anniversary show. Just talk about
Yeah.
that trailer more, but don't show me more stuff because I want to pick up Halo and be in the experience without going. Oh, I saw this. Oh,
Yeah.
this one he does that. Okay, I seen this part. I don't want. I want to experience it like fresh eyes. Sometimes I'll even like on different betas, different games, I'll even miss it out completely just because I want to go into it fresh. I think
Yeah.
Money was one of those with Halo. Halo, he said, no, I don't want to play the flight because I want to go in there fresh.
Yeah.
I respect that because like I get it. You want to go in there and go, wow, you want that wow experience when you first pick up that game. And that makes sense. I'll close it with this. BR, I don't care if it gets, I'm with you. I don't care if it gets it or not. For those who want BR, if it gets it, I'm happy for you. If it gets it,
I'll
if
try
it
it.
doesn't,
It's not like I won't play it because I'm not. I like BRs
right.
as the game mode itself. I mean,
We
I'll
play
take
BR.
more. Give me like a survival. If they want to try to give me some like survival mode shit too, it doesn't even have to be BR. Look what Battlefield's doing, which we're going to talk about, which we've already talked about, like with the hazard zone and stuff
The
like that.
Hazard
Like it
Zone?
doesn't
Oh, I
have
can't
to
wait
be
for that.
direct. It doesn't have to be directly a BR. You don't have to try to imitate or be like
Do
your
your own
Apex
thing.
is. And if you could fit it into your game and make it work for you, where you're not stressing out your team, and this isn't something else that you have to worry about fucking balancing, because I don't want a BR to fuck with multiplayer. Multiplayer needs to be
Split the
solid,
community.
and it
Like
needs to
split
be,
the community in.
and not necessarily split, but to the point where it's like where it's like if they fuck with things like on the BR side, like it also affects things
Like
potentially on a multiplayer side,
right. So if they
where
tweak a gun over here, it would affect over
and it
here.
shouldn't,
Like
because if one thing that Halo's known for, it's just no, the BR. This is what the BR does. This is what the pistol does. This is what the
that's the
needler
only
does. This
concern I
is what
have.
the
That's
So
my
when you
concern that if they're tweaking over here, that is gonna transpod and tweak over here, and that's concerning. That's the only probably concern I have.
so my only thing, and the last thing I have to say, if they do something like that, or if they have an idea like that, as long as it makes sense for them and it's not rushed and it's an idea that they could do and they could support without it messing up with other things that they got going on with just holding down multiplayer, making sure Forge gets out. It can't be extra. If it was already planned and it's already something that
Yeah.
they're doing, that's fine. But if it's something that's forced because you feel like you have to have it because everybody's asking you for it, I don't know if that'll work well.
And this Examatos' comment will segue into our next topic, but he's talking about it has to fit, not an afterthought. I totally agree. It has to fit. Because if we remember, Battlefield did this where it was an afterthought battle royale that they put in there.
Yeah, with
and
what was it? BF not 5 even. It was
4.
BF.
It was the one before
1.
5
BF
or
BF
1. Yeah, well, I could have 4
I know,
whatever,
I know,
but
I know,
1.
I know.
They did like months later they implemented what was it called, the ring of fire or something like that. What was that mode
Something
called?
like something to that effect, where like just the fire essentially, like the zone.
That's
was
how bad
like
it was.
the
I don't remember
fire.
the name of that. Like that's how bad it was. It was literally an afterthought when it
I
came
never
to
played it. I only saw
battle
people
royale.
play it.
Nobody, like, people played it. People enjoyed it. I didn't. It was one of those. It was rough. It wasn't supported. It was dropped very fast. Like months later, it was just dropped support on it. So I agree. it can't be an afterthought. It has to fit naturally with the game and not just be something was like, oh, hey, it's popular. Let's put it in there. And streamers want it. This Dr. Disrespect is saying we need it, you know?
Right. Yeah. Oh, and you know, and that whole comment too, where it's like, listen, this is somebody too that it's hard to
Firestorm. Thank you, Vegas.
Firestorm. Very good. Thank you. It's hard to take certain people serious, especially when their job is essentially to be a character. And even though like he'll have serious moments while he's quote unquote in character, or like you hear where it's Guy talking and not Doc. Like, you know what I mean? Like the guy just started the video game company. He used to work for a Call of Duty, you know, studio. He worked for Sledgehammer. He made Call of Duty maps. He's trying to launch a game studio now. He's had input and stuff like that. But sometimes he'll say shit just to like get hype around it and stuff like that. And just because he's got 20, 30,000 people inside of his stream, you know, just to get a rise out of people,
it's not something new. It's not something somebody else has never said before. It's just because he has so many followers and eyes on him. It sounded really weird. Like I look, and I'm not defending this guy at all. I'm just saying from the point of view he came out of, you got to think of it. He's a streamer. And what gets him views is BR. So when he's talking, it needs a BR for it to survive.
He might be talking like, I want 40, 50. Like I want, channel. I don't want to sit here and play arena Halo shooter style game. You know what I mean? It's like, I could go play Splitgate for that, or I'll go play whatever for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but so you give me a BR.
For his viewership, the people that watch him, not the ones that don't watch him and aren't, you know, they're complaining about it. Because if you don't watch him, then why are you complaining? I don't know. But those who are watching him are asking, "Hey, are you gonna? I hope they have BR so I can watch you play it." Because if you watch Dr. Disrespect, the man's good. But his sniping skills are on a different level. His just first person shooter skills on any.
Because when you play for 8 to 10 hours a day, first person shooters, and you're going back and forth, you're naturally going to have, you know what I mean? Unless you're just bad at playing games. You know, you're naturally going to have some sort of skills.
Well, there's even telling for that people playing bad at a game and they got people watching them play.
Exactly. But I think a lot of people like him specifically because not only does he have that character and that persona, but he also tends to be halfway decent at games. Like he's pretty good when it comes to
that whole thing is a persona though. That whole wig with I think the mustache is real, but that whole wig and the glasses and the whole bulletproof that's all a persona.
Wearing the Astro helmets, the fucking NBA games and shit.
I laugh because people take his opinion that serious. Like it's wow. Like I understand he's talking about Halo, but it's not that serious, guys. It's just he just said it and it happened to be picked up by everybody, and you know blew it up.
Are we?
Which is crazy.
We buttoned up with Halo.
Yeah, we're done. We're done with Halo. We're gonna talk about Battlefield. I think our next topic.
Yeah. Another
thing that came out after the pod, I believe it came out the next day though. I think it was Monday. They showed this Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. I mean, it's that time. It's that time of year. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's holidays. It's
literally that time of year.
All the way. And by the way, the marketing on the Xbox side is full fledged. It's on, bro. Like they're gonna do Halo now, and now they're gonna do Battlefield because they got Battlefield. They gave us first look at new maps. Or I say new, but maps we haven't seen before.
Renewal. Well, yeah, we might have seen them in cuts. They might have showed it in previous gameplay trailers, things like that. This is more like a little more in depth, basically, on how these maps play. Or how they actually look like from in them. Game still looks good. Like, you know, remember too, they're recording this. Hopefully what they're playing on here, this looks a lot different than what we fucking played. I'll tell you that. Bro, I'll tell you that much, dude. Everything just looks clear. We didn't play this for whatever version that they're showing you here. This right here, dude, that wingsuit shit. I'm telling you, every single time I see clips of wingsuit, I only want to be this person. I only want to be the specialist.
I found out the wingsuit's the one character. I'm like,
that's fine. I'm gonna be that fucking person where it's just like I'm just gonna fly around. It just makes me want to just fucking fly around.
Mine is either this person or the one that sees through the walls. Like one of those two.
Until they patch that because until they patch it.
But yeah, they gave us first look at Renewal, Breakaway, and Discarded, and I'm loving that icy map, man. That thing is just gore. I thought that icy map was because they showed it off in Hazard mode, like the Hazard trailer.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, oh, that's a Hazard map.
But all of these, remember, all of these are Hazard maps.
Yeah, right.
Technically, all of these are Hazard maps. This was a quick hit. This isn't nothing. This is just more like, hey, get hype. November 12th.
It's a hype trailer.
It's a hype trailer. November 12th early access.
You have the Microsoft one where it was like Xbox in 2042 with the contact lens and everybody freaked out.
Oh my god!
There was people saying there's no console no more coming soon. See, Xbox don't want no console. It's a trailer, guys. They are promoting Battlefield in 2042, so they're imitating. I mean, Courage on that trailer.
Yes,
a few people. and it's a promotion. Think of it. Remember Call of Duty? Remember how they used to do their trailers? I think they still do them.
That's what I think. The first thing I said when I saw that trailer is I remember telling you, I was like, "Oh, this is like of the Call of Duty," because how they would actually do those live action trailers, and they'd get like the famous people to come in. They had the joke in that Xbox one that they showed. They literally had the joke. I'm sorry to keep turning this off. Where Tom Brady was in the background, like Tom Brady MVP 2042, gray hair, all like that was funny.
Yeah,
like that was pretty funny.
Battlefield did with Microsoft money on the partnership side with marketing, but they basically did a Call of Duty commercial. They had actors in there, gamers, athletes, all that was in the trailer, and that's all that was. But people really took that trailer serious, like, oh my god, that's where Xbox is going on. No, stop it. The only thing that's weirded out is that people are weird. They're being weird because they're saying, oh, so why, if they have the marketing partnership, is there anything extra coming? Exclusive wise, we don't know that. It could be when it launches.
Could be, but they're not. But here's a good thing though, and compared to other companies and how other people do this, they're not running it and shoving it down your fucking throat.
Well, you know, I don't like that anyways, because then it just splits. If you have crossplay on this thing, and I'm able to do something you don't have, even if it's a cosmetic, well, cosmetics, whatever. But like, you know, like what they did in the past with, like, you know, modes and like Destiny, where they. I don't. But it's
still subtle though. At least even with the Xbox, because all the Xbox One was too. It was marketing like. I mean, I saw some people, and this is how just the way the internet gets a little weird. Some people took that trailer, the one that Xbox did specifically, and they were like, "Oh, do you see what Xbox is trying to do with their future consoles?" And not realizing that it was a parody. The fucking trailer was a parody. That nothing about it. It was literally just hyping Battlefield.
Yeah.
And excuse me, and it's because Xbox has the marketing deal set up with EA and with DICE. That's the only reason why that you're getting, you know, that you're actually having that. So that
if you haven't picked up on the vibe that Xbox is throwing at us right now, they literally are making fun of things. Like
they're for the memes. They're literally for the memes right now at this point.
We got a refrigerator because of the memes. We got a refrigerator because of the memes. That's crazy. Like, and by the way, I couldn't get my hands in that. Sucks, but
nobody could because scalpers. Hashtag scalpers.
They send landings for like 500, 600. I'm like, oh god, here we go again.
It was $100 at Target, I think, when it came out, right?
It's $100 at Target, but Aaron did say there was gonna be more throughout the season.
There's demand for it. So, but so this is cool. So just to kind of button this up, this is cool. Like, this just gets me more hype about it. This looks a lot better than what I played, so it gives me hope.
Yes.
It literally. Is also.
They come out the patch.
I didn't even see this right here. PC representative next gen game engine footage. So this is actually from the PC standpoint. Remember, from what we experienced, from what I experienced, the Xbox version, or at least I'll say the console version.
You played on the Series S.
I played on the Series S. It was running better than my experience was on the PC. But at this point now,
really?
Personally for me,
wow,
personally for me it was. But that's only because the version of whatever build that we were playing, it just didn't feel optimized. Like, it wasn't like. And I hate to just keep referring back to, you know, how they said like it's an old build, but it wasn't working the way I wanted it to work, basically on my PC. Yeah, in comparison to like how Back 4 Blood was. Remember Back 4 Blood beta? That worked seamlessly. That worked like the game was. It's like I told you. When we played that beta, it was like the game was ready to go.
On the PC side of things, I really wish these developers should start doing what you were talking about, the whole scanning your PC and finding out what you have.
And some of them do already.
If they can make that a normal thing, like a defaulted thing, that'd be great. I don't know what resources it takes to do that, but that'd be great to do that to every PC game you play. Like,
it's something that just needs to be rigged. Yeah, it needs to be coded in, you know, but it's something that you like the companies that definitely take,
it's very friendly
doing that.
It's very customer user friendly. Is what I was saying. Very friendly to do that.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. It's November 12th for the pre-orders. If you pre-ordered the gold edition,
if you are looking to pick this up, it's November 19th. Just a regular, basic version, vanilla version. November 19th, gold and up, which I believe is 90 for the gold and 120 for the ultimate. Or I think, don't quote me on that.
You're talking about the next gen or current. Can we say current gen?
We could say current gen now because it's been almost a year. So current gen.
Current gen.
If you get the standard vanilla version on either side, either is the last gen or current gen, it's not going to get you access on the 12th. It's on the 19th like everybody else worldwide.
Yep.
If you get the version above that, gold or above, gold or ultimate edition on any console, last gen or current, you will be able to get 1 week access to it earlier. Somebody asked me in Twitter, does it come with a day one patch on the 12th? Judging by the previous builds of Battlefield, they've done this before. There was a day one patch immediately, there was. So I'm assuming they'll go that route again when it comes to this Battlefield. Let me tell you one more thing before we button up the topic. I have not picked up the game yet or pre-ordered it. Why? Because I am a big Microsoft Rewards kind of guy. And because, because Xbox has marketing rights to this, I am assuming that they might have that 6,000 point card that they always do with these games.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. So I'm waiting. It's not like it's going to, I mean, it's digital. It's not like it's going to run out if I wait. Yeah. So it ain't like back in the days.
Yeah, but they like putting these cards out a fucking week before the game comes out.
It's like a week.
It's literally like right there. So, and you get screwed if you pre-order the game before the fact. Unfortunately, if you're on Xbox,
Here's my fear, because it happened to me before. We spoke about this. I'm buying the gold version, not the ultimate. I'm buying gold.
Yeah,
because I have enough Microsoft points to go with the gold.
Yeah,
we've spoke about this before. That if I go with gold, are they going to screw me out of points? Because sometimes it only gives you a vanilla version, and that's and also another question. Is that card going to come out in time for the 12th, for the early access 12th date?
Right. Or is it going to be for the following week when the game actually comes out?
Conundrum, or whatever you want to call it. But that's what I'm weighing out right now. Either way, I'm going to get it, and I'm going to be playing it on the 12th. I think Money said he's going to do it. Your brother says he's going to do it. You're probably going to end up doing it. So we're all going to be playing this on the 12th. I think Nick is going to do it. Anybody else? Vegas is all hyped up about it. He gets me. Oh, by the way, go watch Vegas's YouTube. He put a hype trailer out for Battlefield. Bro, you got to watch it. It got me. After he was like, yo, Kills, I got you. Sensei, go watch it. Like literally a half hour later, he goes,
we should put the link in the description.
We're gonna put the link. We'll put the link in the description box. But literally, like, we spoke on Twitter. He goes, man, I think I want to do a hype video. I'm like, man, do it. And then he tweeted me, like, he replied, I did it. I'm like, oh yes. I go to this and I'm like, yo, like I watched it like 8 times. I'm like, yeah. So his first 8 views was me probably, but I was like, but I'll put the description for that.
You just kept hitting refresh or like F5
I just kept hitting refresh. Bro, it's so hype. I heard it with my Xbox headset. Then I switched for my Beats headset, and then I switched it off my phone and did a landscape, so I can hear it on both my iPhone.
The music, I'm not gonna lie too, like, because I haven't checked that out. I have to check it out. But even the music that they used in this particular trailer here, like when you start hearing the Battlefield theme come in, I was like, okay, that gets me. That's still, and even though it's like an updated, like even more modernized version, it's like the second you start, it's the second you start hearing it, it's like
songs, like not even songs, beats that get me in, like that moment. Halo with the
Gregorian chant, Battlefield with the
and then back in the days it was like Gears with the Gears 1 with the trailer. What's the name of that?
Mad World.
Yeah, Mad World. Oh, that just gets me high. Like there's certain games that have like that. It just gets me. I'm like, oh man, I just love it. But the dun and throughout the year, the iteration of it has changed. They've made it into like different sounds, but it's still there. Love it. But that's Battlefield. I know you guys are hyped about it. I know Vegas is hyped about it. He's got a whole hype trailer out for it. So again, we'll put that in the link. If you guys want to continue that conversation in chat, you're more than welcome to. Battlefield 2042, November 19th, 12 if you buy the gold or above. And
ready for the next topic?
Not sponsored, but ready for the next topic. Next topic. Let's talk about a little bit about let's show PC some. No. Ooh, this one. Yeah. Let's show PC
spoilers. Well, the next spoilers for those quick eyes.
Spoilers. Let's give a little love to PC. It looks like now we are able to play. It's been activated. Tom Warren has tweeted out it's activated now. We can play Steam through your Xbox. A lot of people are hyped about this because there's a lot of games on Steam that are not on console that we can now play through your Xbox. I'm looking into it myself and seeing what's that about. Now, one thing I must disclaim, because they've already tried this, you cannot play any PlayStation exclusives on the Steam through your Xbox. You could play it on the PC. Like if you're playing your Steam through PC, that's like that part.
Yeah,
the GeForce Now. But
this is specifically for GeForce Now. Through the Microsoft Edge browser. So it was basically an Edge browser update. And you log into GeForce Now through Edge, and
Which I
and
believe they're also
saying here games.
doing the 30. I don't want to say this wrong. 3090 something with a pre-order as part of that membership. They're doing something like that.
Which is right. If they're doing a giveaway for a 3090, which
That's
right
pretty
is
cool.
it's their most prized possession card now at this point. So
Isn't
yeah,
that the $5,000 card that's being sold by scalpers?
after I mean, yeah, realistically, MSRP it's only supposed to be. I said only. It's only supposed to be like 1,500 or whatever. It's been going for like $2,500, $3,000 depending on the version.
Only.
Only. Yeah, only. So that was good old Tom Warren here. You can now play Steam games on Xbox with Nvidia's GeForce Now. Here's a quick look at how it works. I guess there's no volume here. Yeah, he literally just loads up Edge. I mean, this is pretty cool stuff. I mean, it's just if you have a Steam, if you just so happen to be I mean, and like you said, the GeForce Now was doing promotions where like you could sign up for it. This is, to me personally, this is along the lines of like your Game Pass, but remember, GeForce Now is like a cloud-based service essentially.
Yeah. You're playing everything to cloud.
But you're getting access to games that you wouldn't normally be able to play on PC. Like right here, being able to play CS:GO. They said here, I think it's 1080p as well too. But being able to play this through GeForce Now, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know how many people are like, "Oh, I can't wait to play CS:GO," but
popular people has like Danny Pena.
Yes.
He actually did a podcast with him playing the Steam, and he like streamed him, like he showed us how he was playing. Like he said, virtually no lag, the controller latency not there, like it's literally zero. It's a responsiveness of what like it's just there. So he said for him it was a great experience, and the quality of the video didn't go down. It stood at 1080p, which to me that's amazing for a streaming service, because even with xCloud, it doesn't do the 1080p. Like it does, I think 720. I know because I've been playing it. I tried that out this weekend. I was playing Plant vs Zombies, and it was muddied at 720, but everything else was fine. Like the controller was fine, but just the look was a little muddy. But he played it. He goes, man, the experience was top notch when it comes to a streaming service. Like the latency for the controller was zero. It was no latency whatsoever. Video quality was at 1080p and kind of stood there. So I was like, oh, I'm amazed by that. And you can play again. There's games on Steam that you're not going to find on console. Yes. Tarkov. That's an example, and I can't wait.
Tarkov's out on Steam.
Oh no, you're gonna kill my dreams.
It's got its own launcher. It uses Steam Audio though. That was an update that had come out a year ago, but not on Steam yet. I think eventually they have plans to actually launch. No, it's its own launcher.
It's its own launcher.
Yeah, and they also do discounts though. So if anybody interested as well too, around the holidays, they end up doing discounts for the game, for PC specifically. But yeah, it's its own launcher that it uses as well. But
it has other games in there. It has other games in there.
Steam. Listen, my Steam library. Like if I was to open up my Steam library and actually, it's ridiculous.
And the prices, like they be having some sales like almost every week they have a sale.
There's a lot of games that you could get on there. Yeah.
One thing I've admired about the PC side is that the same game can come out at the same time on console and PC.
Yeah.
And you'll get it cheaper on PC for the same and better quality. Because you play with depending on your PC.
Depending on your PC.
You're getting whatever your PC gives you. And I'm going, wow. But you're getting it cheaper, sometimes $5-10 cheaper than the actual console version, which that's always been a thing of mine. Like, why is that a difference? If they're getting a better version for cheaper, essentially, because if you have a good rig, you're going to get a better version versus my console, which is plug and play. I just pop in the game I'm playing. But it's more expensive.
But this goes back to the age-old conversation of why do people play on PC versus why do people play on console, and a lot of it just comes down to, we already know console players, they don't want to be bothered with having to either A, order a fucking pre-build, or B, go on and build a computer, and then if something goes wrong with it, troubleshoot it. And some people just want to go home or sit down and whatever their setup is, hit a button, and then boom, it works. You know what that it just works.
And
PC can be simple like that. And it is simple like that. I don't want to, because sometimes PC gets a bad rep because it's so complicated and it's so expensive to build. It's yes and no. It is, you know what I mean? But I understand the reasons why people play on consoles, because I have a console and I came on console forever. But I also understand, and I understand the reason why people play on PC. You know, I get that. You know, I understand. You know, but the duality of it. You know, and it's okay. Whichever you decide to do, that's cool. As long as you're having fun gaming.
I know people that I used to work with that actually has two PCs at home, one for gaming and one for their workstation.
Right.
They separate it, you know.
They don't want the gaming PC to be correct. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I know people who have they just do all of it on one system. Yeah. They're okay with that. It's part of the reason why I haven't really gone full-fledged PCs because of that. Like the whole, I like simple. You
Yeah.
know, and you know this. I
The
like to,
simplicity to
pop
it,
in the
sure.
game, I'm playing, and I'm good to go, and I get off of it. I
Yep.
like simplicity when it comes to chatting on the party chat. Hit a button, invite somebody to party chat is open. I don't at my age complex things annoy me. Like every time
Yeah.
I hear you say we gotta get you with Discord. I mean I have a Discord open, but we're planning on doing a whole brand. Like every time you say kills, we gotta do a Discord. I cringe. I'm like,
I know.
oh, in the past when I got invited to other podcasts where they use Discord, I'm like, oh,
I know.
because it's a problem for me. I'm old, man, so it's like I can't figure this shit out for the life of me. Fuck it, delete,
It's okay.
take this shit off.
It's all right. I'm gonna wheel you into the 21st century. Don't worry about it.
Even Reborn has tried with the whole. He even set up a Discord for me, and I'm like, no,
right, just to have, yeah. Sorry.
I
Last thing,
can't.
I was gonna say last thing to mention on this too. They mentioned Tom mentions here from The Verge. Microsoft's head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, has recently committed to bringing full PC games to Xbox through the company's xCloud gaming xCloud service.
That's awesome.
So that's something that they've announced, that they've talked about, that they want to still do. We don't know when that's happening, but it's slowly, like essentially. You see, like with Age of Empires,
an easier path. I mean,
Well,
it's not going to be like the installed one, but an
good
easier
example.
path to get.
Great example. Age of Empires 4 just came out for PC.
There you go.
A lot of people have been having a good time with it. Turpin's been having a great time with it and stuff.
What's up,
like
Tech?
Nice, nice solid game, like one of those like RTS games, similar to like StarCraft, right?
Yeah,
StarCraft like type game, right?
Actually, this Age of Empires has been like people like are loving it.
Like a lot of so it's available for Game Pass on PC. But now imagine a world where you don't have to. It's only on PC. Now imagine a world where it works through cloud, where you could go and integrate it. And I think so too. I think sometime later on next year, maybe early 2023, I think we'll get to that point where if it's a PC exclusive, you'll be able to play it. It'll be a couple of extra steps, making sure that it has controller integration, things like that. But I think we're going to get to that point where
we'll get there. It'll be
PC only.
It'll be cloud.
Yes.
And you can
it'll just be cloud, exactly, and you'd be fucking play it on your phone, play it on your whatever you want to do. You know,
I mean, it'll still have the option of installing it to your PC, but I think the cloud is what's going to bridge games like Age of Empires to come over to to the Xbox side of things. I mean, they're already doing it right now with the cloud, with the whole you can literally play Forza 5 coming out, Halo. That that you can play that on your medium, which is like next gen or current gen console only. You're able to if you have like the Delta, the beta ring. If you have the beta ring, you're able to go ahead and play right now with the last gen system.
Yes,
like you can play medium with your last gen to the cloud. So they're already testing those things out. So if you don't think that's coming, where they're gonna bridge it, where we can play PC games from the Xbox Game Pass version, or any to bring it over to console, that's gonna happen, man.
Yeah,
they've been investing in this cloud thing for quite some time, and they're using it in a way where they're bringing the inclusiveness. Like they want to bring the inclusiveness to it. Like everybody plays,
but they also just don't want to shove it down your throat and then it not work properly. That's another thing. So that's why they're very clued in on what words they're using. Beta. We're still it's still in beta. We're still working on it, because eventually you'll get to a point where technology has finally caught up, and they've finally done a lot of the fixes and stuff where you don't have things like that input latency, and you don't have those issues about things being dropped and stuff, and it works just like the experience would be the same whether you're playing on your Xbox, whether you're playing on your PC, whether you're playing on your mobile device. It doesn't. So you have that same type of experience across the board.
Early on, the experience I'm getting, the way I'm using it, it's maybe not to play games, and I've played them and it's okay, but that's not my way of playing. I mean, if I can install it, but I like that I can use it as a demo. Like whatever games on Game Pass that I may don't want to just download to experience, see how it is. If it's,
you get to just try it out, and then it's like no harm, no foul.
I just did this yesterday with Plant vs. Zombies. Like I went into it. By the way, that cloud stuff works with the EA Access as well, with the EA Play.
That's cool.
I went in there. I'm like, let me try. Oh shit, there's a cloud next to it. Oh, PVZ. Let me try that. And I hit the cloud button. I started playing it. I'm going, I like this. And like about 2 minutes into it, it pops up a message saying, if you like this, download it now. Hit this button. I'm going,
because it knew you were playing from cloud, and it said, hey, listen, you could just install it.
Cool is that?
And maybe it's like so because it picked it up. It knew that you already
I hit the button. They hit the big old, that button right in the middle.
Yep.
Told me to hold the button. I held it, and it literally started downloading. And it didn't interrupt my game. It said, okay, we're gonna download it.
And then also decide, and then just keep playing.
Keep playing. Right? We're not even gonna bother you. We'll do this over here. You keep playing, sir. We'll get your food ready. When just eat all this here. We got your food coming. I'm like, yo, this is okay. So that's how I'm playing it. Experiencing the demos of it. Also, rewards. Plug again with the Microsoft rewards. There are things in the rewards section where it tells you to like play a game to get this amount of points. Rather than me having to download a whole game, I can now hit the cloud button, in and out, boop, and I get the points. There's card sometimes on that says 500 points for getting achievement on Forza, right? So rather than you download the whole Forza game, just go in there, cloud it up, play the game until the achievement pops up, get the achievement, you get your 500, move out. That's how I'm taking advantage of it. Yeah. That's how I take advantage of it. So I think it's pretty cool. The cloud thing, everybody uses it differently. That's how I use it. So if you guys have not been using like that, try that out. It's a pretty good system. Hopefully,
good way to demo games out.
It's a good way to demo games. It's that's on Game Pass and EA Pass. I like it because I always wish that they would have like the demos didn't go away because we haven't had demo games in abundance and like
you see them, they come out. It's like, but now it's like all the words are different. Like everything's in beta. Everything's in beta, right? Exactly. Free to play weekend. Here's the full game. Spend X amount of time downloading the full fledged game and stuff, and then go and you play it for the weekend, and then maybe you like it, maybe you buy it at that point. But yeah, the whole idea of basically being able to try a game out and say like,
they went away from it. They like shied away from all that. Like, hopefully with the cloud.
But that's the benefit also and that's also the benefit that you have to not sponsored, but with Game Pass.
Yeah.
And you could just go and play games.
True.
Scarlet Net, like there are games that you didn't have to pay for. Like I personally, as a Game Pass subscriber, feel bad for anybody that purchased Scarlet Nexus who has an Xbox. Even though it's worth the money that you spent.
Oh, it's worth
it. Good.
Well worth it.
But what was it? 2 months, 3 months?
It was literally about.
You didn't know, and I don't want to get off on a tangent, and it's just one of those things where it's just like, 2-3 months after it's on game, you didn't know it, so it's not your, it's like, oh, in 3 months,
it don't bother me as much because I'm okay with buying a game that I enjoy playing it. I'm okay with that, but of course I can see how those were like, damn, I wish I would have known. I would have saved me $60 and used that on something else.
That's $60 I could have spent somewhere.
I get that.
You know what I mean? That. But you can't sit here and play like if there's something that listen. There are people that are going to go and buy Halo. They have Game Pass, but they're still going to buy Halo. Why? Because it's fucking Halo.
I'm buying a steel case.
Right.
I'm buying a steel case.
You know what I mean? Like
yes. I mean that looks. That's the thing. I haven't bought steel cases. Or I haven't bought physical copy for a while. But when it comes to Halo, yes, I'm getting that steel copy. It looks really good. Tech. We were gonna dress up as I told him, as Astro fans, but then we just decided against it because
Astro's still on your mind. Yeah, listen, and real quick before we get to our next topic, they're one game away from elimination. So say your prayers, okay?
Yeah.
You're about to lose. You're about to lose to Atlanta.
I see that he's posting less and less on Twitter as the World Series started.
I would
keep
too.
It safe. Keep it
listen,
safe.
That's fine. I would too. It's fine.
Let's keep it safe, but no worries, man.
All right, next topic.
Next topic. Okay, so that's it. That's the PC version of Steam. This thing here, I don't know if you guys caught this. I don't see nobody else talking about it, but it came out.
I forgot who posted this. That I don't know if it was Amatos. I don't know who it was. Maybe it could have been Vegas. It could have been. I forget who posted this. Somebody posted this on Twitter, and I had it bookmarked anyway, but I was able to pull up the YouTube version of it too, and I'm going to post it here. This right here reminds me. Remember Black?
On EA with
Black
EA,
on OG Xbox. Mm-hmm. This right here is literally, to me, it's Black and Max Payne. That's the vibes I'm getting, and I'm going to play it real quick here. This is an Untitled game. The developer is
called Vreski.
Yeah, it's two people, evidently.
Just two developers.
Not two develop. Two people in one debt like
just
that.
Two people. Okay.
Two people.
So like me and you. Just doing this.
It's like me and you. If we were like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, this is like, crazy.
And what's crazy about it is the onge game they got between them two is Hong Kong Massacre, and I looked into it.
That was the top. That was the top down. It was an isometric. Like
isometric top.
You know what else this reminds me of? And you know what else this reminds me of? Remember those like, not Jackie Chan, but like like basically like a gun. What do they call them? Gun fu movies or things like that.
Oh, like a gun fu game.
Where it's like
with guns.
Martial arts with like guns. Like, but who was the actor that was? They literally made video games with him. Like not Jet Li. No, there was literally a game that came out. I wish my brother was here because he would fucking know it off the rip. Maybe somebody in chat could help me out.
Stranglehold.
Maybe it was Stranglehold. I think that's what it was. But who was the actor?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, thank
You
you.
know what?
All right, this is like a Jeopardy question right now. All right, and this is why we're attempting to be podcasters. Okay,
We're attempting. We're trying.
hold on.
You know,
We're and Google.
strangle hold. Jesus, thank you for helping me. Come on, Ted Nugent. No, that's
Well,
some
John
album.
in collaboration with John Woo, right? But
John Woo is the okay.
John Woo, right? But who was the one that actually like? Because it's based on one of the actors that was in there. I can't think of his
Nick,
name
if
right
you love
now.
Stranglehold, what's the guy's name? Jesus.
Chow Yun Fat. Thank you.
Oh my God, he hasn't done a movie in a while too. That's why.
Chow Yun
Chow
Fat.
Yun
But
Fat, he's the guy in the game. Yeah.
dude, what? And like those games were crazy. So I see this and I'm like, yo, this is fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but this is like next. Like this is like if you were to do a game like that, but now, like
Look
in
at the effects though. The bullets with the smoke.
how
And
the glass just pops
the
out.
glass pops out, and it literally, like you said, black. If black met
Because remember, Black had that bullet penetration. Look, and then even with the dual pistols too, and it looks like the pistol on the right. This kind of got me hype a little bit. How even though the crosshair was there, it looked like
the pistol on the left and like a Uzi on the right, or something.
But it looked like But it looked like the Uzi on the right was aiming directly at the guy on the right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's separate.
Like it actually,
like I can aim here and there.
Even though I don't think it was. Maybe it was because I don't know. It was just like spraying and then just showing the effects.
A lock-on feature. It could be like a lock-on
for
feature.
A tech demo or whatever. This is like Untitled game that they're working on. I hope somebody picks this up. It's like I showed you. One of the devs
looks good, man.
Commented on it too. This is getting like, this got some buzz. This got some decent buzz as well too. And then they even had another video. I'm gonna pull up their page.
It's crazy though, because again, like I'll mention again, these people, the only other game they've done is called Hong Kong Massacre, and it's an isometric game. Yeah, look at this.
This one they put back out in like August or something like that. This is crazy.
Look at the dive, exactly like Max Payne. The bullet time. It just looks so good. Like the effects are on point, man. With the smoke popping every time a bullet hits, the way the flowers blow up and everything. Like it's a Hollywood. It's Stranglehold, man. That's what it is. Yeah. It's a gun-full game. So this caught our attention. I know you're the one that brought it up to my attention. You said, "Hey, check this out," and you like messaged me. I'm like, "Let me look at this." I'm like, "Holy shit!"
From like a single player standpoint, like you get a single player story out of this, and we don't even know any type of story. Anything. This is just like I said, like overall tech demo stuff. This looks really cool. I'd love to play a game like this.
You could slap on any story to this, revenge or family got killed,
whatever. Yeah,
people, whatever. And I'm sitting here going, "Fuck it, I want to play this." Like I can care less about the story. I want to play that.
Insert storyline here. Insert storyline here. Generic storyline.
That experience. I don't care about the storyline. Give me that game experience.
So that was cool. So I just wanted to highlight that because I saw that on the timeline. That was really cool. Awesome. I thought that looked really cool.
People should know about this game.
And I think we're gonna. I forgot I didn't subscribe, so bad on me. I am subscribing to their channel though because I do want to keep up to date.
You send that video, and the moment you send it to me,
you already subscribed. See, I don't. Yeah, I didn't think about subscribing.
Unlike other people, my finger don't fall off. I don't have a fear of if I sub, what happens if I sub this channel? Like, is it gonna blow up something around me? Like, I don't have that fear. So I go.
That sounds like repressed emotions or something like that.
It is. It is. Okay. It's anger.
All right.
No, but
you ready to move on?
Effects are kind of insane. Yes, it is, Turpin. It is. That's the eye candy. Is that's like the effects every time bullets hit, the windows pop in. It's just, and what Logic pointed out with the guns, one right, one left. Hopefully, it's probably a tech demo, but the fact that they implemented something like that in a tech demo.
I mean, that looked like it was in game, whatever that was. You know what I mean? None of that was like CGI or anything like that. It looked like whatever build it was.
Something you can play.
And I don't know what it's being. I don't know what it's being built with. I don't know if it's Unity. I don't know if it's Unreal 5. I don't know what could be doing that because they didn't say anything about it. But that's pretty sick either way.
And that's not even polished or nothing. That's just straight tech demo. That's not even like.
That's what I mean.
No polish. It's just look at this game with building.
Just Untitled FPS. I mean, they have a few other ones. They literally have FPS. I mean, not to spend too much time on it, but
like the Hong Kong. They're only Hong Kong, right? Am I wrong or?
Look at this. Yeah, these same people. Well, no. So look, I'm just saying here. Look at it. Like this reminds you of like Matrix 1, like when they go through like the lobby scene and shit.
Jesus.
Look at this.
He didn't even aim in. He just shot the door, whatever that was, and it blew up. The particle effects are just on a different level. Listen, you got AAA developers that can't do this.
That's what I'm saying. This is supposedly, if there's any truth to it,
but that's
I believe there is. I don't know why they would lie. There's 2 fucking people.
But that's the theme this generation, right?
It's like the less is more. At this point, you know what I mean? Less is more.
Listen, it's okay. Point. Sometimes we don't want that multi-million-dollar like franchise. We want something less is like this. Less is more. Give us this experience. I'm okay with this. Look at this. That's a bridge scene.
Like a bridge explosion.
I don't know what Nick is trying to say. Boiled or yun? I don't know what that is.
No, boiled. Hard boiled. Was that a movie? Was
that
like
a movie that was like?
Yeah. Maybe that was a movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Look, dual Berettas just.
But look at the Berettas itself. The lighting on it.
Yeah.
The way the chamber cocks back. The way
even the shells. The shells coming out like the realistic gun animations and stuff.
I want to hear it. I like. Is this like I want? Like I haven't heard sound.
I think I have the. Hold on. Can you hear that?
No.
Oh, because I'm not sharing the audio.
No, that's cool. No, I want to know what the audio. Not now. I'm just saying I want to.
Yeah.
I want to like.
Oh no, they have it. No, it sounds sick. I think anybody you should definitely for anybody that's more interested. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, the gun. Yeah. For anybody that's interested, definitely go check them out. What did we say?
John Wick game. Yeah, that'd be Vegas. Yes. It does remind me like a John Wick game. My man is going crazy.
So this is the dev right now. Vreski, Vreski, Vreski.
Unless the V is silent, Vreski.
Yeah.
Or the R silent, Vreski.
Well, I'm saying Vreski for now, but yeah.
Yeah, Vreski. But they only did one game, the Hong Kong Massacre, and it's an isometric game like Ascent. And now I'm interested in that game because I'm going, wow, how they go from here to that? Like that's a huge.
Yeah, they're expanding. Yeah, they're expanding at that point.
It's like, could you imagine that conversation? Hey man, what's our next game? I don't know. Let's just go fucking stranglehold, guns wild type shit. Okay. And they did that. All right. So that's that topic.
On to the next one.
What do you want to talk about next?
Well, it wouldn't be an Xbox-centric podcast if we didn't talk about one of its competitors.
One of the competitors?
Right? Yeah. I don't think we would be doing our due diligence as an Xbox-centric podcast.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with a P, ends with an S.
Damn. No, does it end it?
Well, now it ends with a C. So it's P.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're new now. Now it starts with a P, ends with a C. Go figure.
Yeah. Huh? So we're going to talk about PlayStation on PC. PlayStation PC. They actually rebranded it right now. I mean, not rebranded, but they actually have a logo.
Now they have a brand. It's literally PlayStation PC. Like this is cool. Me, I'm
happy.
I'm dope. I'm fucking ecstatic, I
am beyond ecstatic that these games, these exclusives that they have that are great experiences, are coming over to PC side of things.
And I'm going to speak from the PC perspective. I am going to do that real quick real quick. This just means that it's less incentive for me to go and run out and get a PS5. Because as long as I wait, if I'm patient and I wait enough, and I don't have to worry about, like, if I'm not itching and dying to play God of War, I know, which they already announced it, or Uncharted, or any of the, any of their first, because that's the whole idea of eventually, because they're not going to completely put their first party yet, all their first party titles on PC right away. Yeah. But it's going to be like one of those similar things. Well, you wait 6 months to a year.
But now it looks like it's because God of War was 2018. So 19, 20, so 3 years.
Yeah.
Looks like it'll probably go down to 2 years and then 1 year. Eventually, I don't know about the date. That's a far reach. But if you're looking at trends, it looks like it'll get there eventually as far as day and date. At the end of the day, these are businesses they're running, and Jim Ryan said this, that we spoke about this. Jim Ryan said it. He wants more people to play their games.
Yeah,
you cannot. I mean, you can sell as many consoles as you want, but you're not putting like there's you got PC players. They're not going to pick up a console, and they're patient. The PC community are patient enough to go, I'll wait 2 or 3 years. I don't go fuck.
They'll wait,
and they'll wait, and they're going to get a good version of whatever exclusive it is, and they're going to be able to play it. It's happening, man. And the moment they hired or bought that company that does ports to PCs, right there, that was my clue.
Point, right?
No, not Bluepoint. Was another company that does that literally specializes in porting to PC. The moment they announced that purchase,
the remasters and the remakes.
Yeah, the moment they announced that purchase, I said, "There it is. It's happening. It's happening." And people who are going to say no, it's just going to be like the Days Gone kind of game, not the popular ones. Just to put more eyes on it, it's going to be those games. Yep. You got God of War coming now. Literally, God of War. You got Uncharted 4, and now they announced Lost Legacy, the triple, the 1, 2, and 3 is now coming to PC as well. Me and your brother talking about this, like, man, why would they put 4 on the PC and not the other ones? Because it's if you play just straight 4, it's a kind of an awful experience because you don't. The whole point of Uncharted is you buying into the characters, right?
Right.
It's character driven. So playing 4 and not the rest is like, ooh, you're not gonna feel those moments. But now they are gonna put the trilogy.
But you can still
on
do
there.
that with. I was gonna say, but even don't they still technically have like PlayStation Now, like where you could go on PC, like you know what I mean? Like,
Rebo was talking about that. I don't know about that experience, but he said PlayStation Now can be.
I don't
played
know
on
if it
PC.
has the older Uncharted. I forget.
I don't know.
I'm not too keen or up on it. But overall, more first party titles, basically that normally wouldn't have been available for PC, that now will be available for PC, even though it might still take longer. And then because it's still going to come out. It's not like the priority switching from, hey, listen, we're just completely saying let's forget about all of our people or all the people that have went out and bought PS5s.
Oh, no.
Or that still own PS4s or whatever, because they're still supporting their last generation as well too. We see that with the games that are coming out, that you have different generations of games and stuff, because not everybody made the update.
This is more of a second wind, adding more eyes to it because Xbox is all about Xbox. PlayStation's all about we're Xbox centric channel. PlayStation's all about exclusive, right?
Yes.
That's money, man. That's a lot of money to make those kind of games. Takes a lot of money, a lot of funding. So how do you get that extra funding without exerting your resources on the PlayStation side? Go to PC.
Or shooting yourself in the foot by launching them simultaneously. Because that is not something. Because whereas like on Xbox side, they've been building up the PC side to it, but it's not hurting them. They already have the fan base, like on Xbox specifically.
Well, they built towards it.
They built towards it, and so now it's like PC. It's like they see the value in Game Pass. It's different conversations. This isn't. It's different games being played right now by both companies, or actually different strategies that are being implemented.
Well, yeah,
and that's why I said here, better late than never, and better late than never, because it even took a while for us to get to this. In my opinion, this should have been happening long before Horizon, because that was one of the first titles that came to PC. This should have been happening already, but that's just me. Why? Because I'm a selfish gamer and I'd love to be able to play fucking first party title games like and without waiting. Tell me that, guarantee me that Final Fantasy's fucking coming. You know what I mean? Like, because we still had to wait for that anyway. Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition, you still had to wait almost a year for that anyway. You know, like you didn't get on. There's still games that I'm a fan of because I've been a fan of them since I was a kid, and I'd love to experience them or even try them out eventually. But it's like, but not at the cost of saying like, let me go buy another system. I mean, that should be the answer. But if I already have a PC, a gaming PC, I could wait a little bit. Whatever. We'll see what happens. So I think
Nick,
that's cool.
You can listen to it again tomorrow.
What do you say? What happened?
Tomorrow. He's live. That's why he doesn't do live. He's working at this time. But yeah, no, more. This needs to happen more. And the way I look at it is, Jim Ryan and Phil they both have different outlook for what their respective companies want to do.
Yeah,
and both are great. They're both good tactics on their end. I'm with you though. As far as the PC side of things, they should have done this a lot sooner.
Yeah,
a whole lot sooner, because it's just.
But it's the line
it's a natural thing, organic to move into PC anyways. It's just the game is being created on the PC to be.
But look how many. Anyway. I mean, you look at the hype that has been gone around. More people now have been trying to get into the PC space and trying to game on PC.
Correct.
You could say that it happened from the Fortnite craze and things like that. But still, also, when you look at the numbers too, majority of the people that are playing all your top games, whether it be your Apex Legends and your Warzones and stuff, guess what? They're still fucking console players.
Yep.
Like, for as many people are playing games on PC, there's just as many people that are playing on consoles, because the truth of the matter is, and the fact of the matter is, consoles are still more accessible right now. They're more accessible to the general public than a full-fledged gaming PC.
Oh, definitely.
So they're not. So it's not going anywhere. But the realization is that for those people who have PCs, to be able to have this opportunity to play these games and get, and have this type of experience eventually, not right away, like Tech was saying, they're working towards a day and date, hopefully. But it'll
get, it's good organically and naturally. It'll get there. They're starting it now, and it's like, think of it this way: DC and Marvel. Like, that's how I think of it. You know how Marvel they build up to the Avengers. They build up to that moment where now we're like, wow.
They just started making the jambalaya. They literally just started adding the ingredients. Like we're just starting to cook. You got to give it some time, and it's going to be a slow cook. Like, don't expect shit to fucking change overnight. This
It's
is a
not.
slow. This is a
And
slow cook.
I don't
Okay.
think I don't think there's a tactic for, because a lot of people think this is like, oh, they want to put it on PC so they can go out and get a PlayStation. No, it's not that. This is more funding, more avenues for revenue, more money, so they can literally give you those exclusives that you love on your PlayStation. That's what they're doing with it. That's where they're looking at
the fact that they're going to have God of War as one of their, not the first titles, because they've already had other games, right?
It's a flagship game.
But they're going to have God of War on here, and mind you, that game came out. It's going to be what, 3-4 years previously, right? It'll be like 4 years essentially.
Yeah.
But like, you'd be hard pressed to say, like, I mean, do I think like millions of they have the announcement trailer for God of War. I don't know if
May. No, that's not in mind.
No, they have it. I'm sorry. May.
Oh, January. So right around the corner.
So literally right around the corner for PC. I still never beat. I watched other people beat this game. I never beat this fucking game yet. I would like to play this game on PC.
It's a good game.
I'd like to play this game on PC. I'm going to play with my Xbox controller too. How fucking weird is that? I can't wait to play this game on my PC with my Xbox controller. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what a world we live in.
I didn't think of it that way. Yeah.
What a fucking world we live in, right? Like, so I'm excited about this. This is cool. Yeah. I don't think they should charge $60 for this game. I'm going to be pissed. I said I don't think this game should cost $60, but that's just me personally.
I don't know. I don't think it will.
I don't think it will.
Has not come out yet, but I don't think it's going to be 60. It wouldn't be.
It might be a 40 spot, probably
40, 50, but not 60.
They're going to kill.
They're going to kill.
50 is very expensive for a game that's 4 years old.
For a PC, like a PC gamer.
But then again, who was I just talking to the other day? I think it was one of my buddy Jeremy Turpin's brother, and he said he was talking about Mario Party. So just not to kind of scattered brain. Mario Party just came out. Zelda still costs $60 fucking dollars.
Fuck Nintendo, bro.
I'm just saying, Zelda still costs $60 fucking dollars. Okay, so before we start reaching for fucking pitchforks at certain companies, just realize something, that company there doesn't lower prices for shit, for nothing. Okay, so not to say that Zelda's not worth what that game is, but there's no fucking way on God's green earth does that game need to cost $60 at this point, at this stage right now.
Whatever your value is what
right. That's just what it's worth. Exactly.
But when it comes to Nintendo,
fuck, man,
an 8,000 iteration of a character, like, you're killing me right now.
Not even that. Well, just the game that came out already for the same no, there's no upgraded version. There's all the fucking DLC came out for it already. Everything like that. The fucking game still costs $60. Yeah. That's all. They do not believe in lowering their fucking games.
I'll say it. Nintendo's the most anti-consumer console company there is. Like, it's very anti-consumer.
The price is the price, and maybe you get a bundle during the holidays. Maybe we help you out with maybe we give you a bundle. Maybe you get a little bundle with a game. Maybe we'll throw you Mario Kart, the Mario Kart 8 again.
We'll throw a sticker or two in there.
Yeah, for the fifth fucking year, you get a little Yoshi amiibo or fucking something like that. We'll give you something that cost us pennies to fucking make, and we'll throw it in the bundle.
I think it's the first time we mentioned Nintendo in our pod, and it's like you see why we don't mention Nintendo.
It's not a shit. They make quality shit, but they also don't lower their prices on their quality shit, and that's why it's
they just came out with this new thing with the online where Sega games and Nintendo 64. You can, I don't condone that. I'm not saying do this, but you can emulate these things. Like, there's no upscale, no nothing. It's just you paying. Look, listen, and here's the weird part. They have DLC that's attached to this new service for Animal Crossing.
The latest Animal Crossing that came out.
The latest Animal Crossing. Okay. Think about this for a second. This new service, you pay it on a monthly or yearly basis, like any other online service on a console.
Right.
This DLC is behind that paywall. You're paying monthly. If all you want to get it for is Animal Crossing DLC, that's all you're gonna get it for. You're paying monthly or yearly for that DLC.
So, because in order for you to get the DLC for Animal Crossing, you have to have Nintendo Online now. But that's when they switched it over, where you have to pay for Nintendo Online. Okay. Correct. Because I remember initially when they launched the Switch, Nintendo Online was free. Or they didn't charge. It was free.
They got the cheap. I mean, it's like $20 for the whole year for the real basic one. But now the new model, they got that one still, and then the new one is Sega and Nintendo 64 and Animal Crossing DLC, part of this new one. And I'm going, wait. So if I stop paying for this membership, I don't have that DLC.
I can't buy the DLC, or does
Oh,
it lock the
yeah.
DLC? Like let's say you bought the DLC. See, I don't want to speak out of terms because
I'm not clear
I'm
on
not
that
the
part.
Switch guy.
I'm not clear on
I
that
might
part.
have to ask my brother or somebody, whoever's fucking playing Switch at that point, because
Yeah,
I think that's
or
crazy.
even Reborn. I'm not clear on that part. I'm just saying that it just as a consumer, it comes across as wow. For me to get that, I got to pay monthly. What happens if I don't pay? Does it lock me out? And I'll
Yeah,
look into that more. But I think that's pretty cruddy if that's
a
how they're
little bit.
working that whole thing. Nick says wife is inbound. Well, just tell you you're doing a class, man.
Well,
This
it
is
was fun. It was fun while it lasted, Nick.
it's a class. It's a class that we're doing. You know, hey, wife. All right, let's move on. I've been playing Metro. No, Metroid is a game. Droid is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
Droid
yeah,
Dread? Sorry, wow. Metroid Dread
yeah.
is a game that I plan on getting. I have a Nintendo Switch. My wife loves that shit. She plays it, even though it's been catching dust for like 3 months now, and she keeps saying she loves the damn thing, but it's catching dust. But it's Metroid Dread is probably something I'm gonna end up getting because it just looks so good. It's some people's game of the year.
Yeah.
It looks so damn good. I'm like, and it hasn't been a Metro in a while. I'm just hoping that the community, that Nintendo fans are picking this game up, because the reason we haven't had a Metroid in so long, that franchise, if you look it up, that whole franchise of Metroid does not make money, has not made money. There was no reason to make another Metroid because it doesn't make money.
The
So
last
with
time you've
everybody,
heard peep about Metroid was during the Prime when they were doing it for the GameCube. The
the
GameCube games when they
GameCube,
were doing
yeah.
the whole
So for those who've been asking for this
Or
copy,
and
and
the Wii, I
I'm with
think
your
you got
brother, I'm
one.
with your brother on this. Your brother, he told me, I hope people pick it up. If you really want a Metroid sequel or another Metroid, like pick this game up and show them
Yeah.
love. Because if we have been crying about a Metroid game for so many years and we don't pick this up, what are we really crying about?
It's like
What are we
anything,
really asking for?
the numbers are gonna show them like the most. Like you can look at reviews all you want and stuff, but it's the same thing. Like when you talk about movies and stuff like that, like you want them to do a second iteration of a movie that just came out or
Yeah.
something like that. Like the only way that you're gonna show them that you want it is by watching it and
Yeah.
going out and buying like tickets and you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
it's the same idea with the games and stuff like that. If you're not buying it, if you're not if you're not playing it and stuff, like they could read all they want how good it is, but if it monetarily, if it doesn't, if they don't see it, if they
It
don't
could
see
be
you buying the game,
it
they
could
don't give
win
a
Game of the
shit.
Year. It could be
Correct.
high
It
rated
could win all these
reviews.
awards, but if the sales aren't representative to how much everybody loved the game, where they're like, wait, it's not in our best interest to do it, because even though it was so beloved and stuff like that, it's like
Yeah.
from a business
Yeah.
perspective, they're like,
Yeah.
why the fuck are we doing this? Because unfortunately, certain companies they're very cerebral about it, and they don't think like, let's just do something for our community because we like our community. Where it comes out to, no,
It's
we're gonna
why
do
you
something because we
see
know it's popular.
It's
You
why you
know?
see PlayStation PC. It's why that's happening, because as much as it wins awards, these games are great. The
Yes.
experience is great, cinematic, or whatever it is that you love about the exclusive on PlayStation. It still doesn't draw enough money for them to continue. They need more. These are not regular single player games that they do. These are like fucking high budgeted experiences you're getting with PlayStation games. So it
Yeah.
costs money, man.
Yes.
Award or not, it costs money. So Nintendo, yeah. Look, that was a topic that got spawned in out of
But
nowhere.
no,
So when I do these
but rightly
chapters,
so.
that's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
I was gonna say have fun. Yeah, our little
That's what I do the
Nintendo break.
chapters, right?
Yeah.
Next thing, and we're almost done. We got like 2 more
Yeah.
left. But the next thing we want to talk about is something I'm excited about. I know Logic is also excited about this because Fwiz. I don't know if you know who Fwiz is.
Fwiz. He's
Ryan
old
Wyatt,
school. Ryan Wyatt. He's old school in the gaming scene, competitive gaming
podcaster
scene. He's been he's been with YouTube gaming now. He's headed YouTube gaming
for a
for I think
while.
7 years.
Mm-hmm.
7 years,
He's closing
and
in on 10 years. Yeah.
he's the reason why just YouTube gaming has been caught up. He's the reason why you see these big name streamers switching over from Twitch and even like not choosing to go with Facebook gaming and literally going over to YouTube gaming and stuff like that. When you see the big names like Valkyrie, like Tim the Tatman, like a Doctor Disrespect, even though Doc got banned from Twitch, but yada yada yada. But it's really cool to see how much effort he puts in, to what he does at his job and stuff like that. And this is cool here because he does this annually. It was actually a bitch to find this video. I wish it was a lot easier to find this video specifically.
Man, can I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable enough to say that this is a handsome man.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Okay, so we're gonna move on.
Yeah, he's a good looking guy.
He's a good looking man. Yeah.
But more or less, he's talking about 800 billion gaming related videos. This is talking about YouTube analytics, so he kind of breaks it down. This was like their press release, essentially, where they were just kind of breaking down the numbers of how it goes. 90 million hours of live streaming content. It's a lot.
Yeah,
250
when he
million
pulled these
gaming
stats
videos
out, I was like,
uploaded.
whoa, that's a flex.
Crazy.
That's a
It's
flex.
crazy. The cool thing, what he skips to, where he goes to video on demand, live streaming, more monetization tools. Like, this is all like buzzwords. When you hear about buzzwords for like live streamers and stuff like that, it's like, all right, how do I get my video to be seen by as many people as possible? Which YouTube
Algorithm.
already does.
How do you
YouTube
push it
already
up?
does. Their YouTube algorithm, for those of you that don't know, it's weird. You
Yeah.
could go viral like without even realizing it. I'm getting a little feedback too, Kills.
Well, are you from
Yeah,
me?
I'm hearing myself.
How about now?
Yo,
Talk.
yeah. Now I'm coming in. It's like a double talk.
Okay, let me mute myself.
Yo, no, we're good. Yeah, I'm good now. We were good all stream. Hold on, chat, while we finish this out. Or if anything, we won't talk over each other. It's fine. Unmute. No, I don't hear you now. You're not talking now. You can unmute. It's fine. Don't hear you. No, can't hear you. Bear with us, chat. I should have just dealt with it. Later, Nick. While Kills works on the audio. Nope, still nothing. Just go through more of the video. The biggest thing is, monetization tools. We're really excited about that as content creators. Basically, ad revenues. That's always a big thing as well too. But yeah, just easier ways to basically find people's streams and stuff like that. So they talked about different updates. They said that they were basically taking, ideas from like a lot of different creators. I think we're still working on trying to get Kills back. Can you? Oh wait, I hear you now.
You
just
hear me?
clicked? Yeah. We're good. And I don't hear myself, so we're good.
But I don't see the feedback on. Oh, there it is. Okay.
No, you're there. Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to mute you. For
No,
whatever
you're
reason,
good.
we were good that whole time. I just started hearing
but
myself.
I don't know what you see. What I'm just sitting here talking.
I know,
and it goes
but for whatever reason, just yeah. So
So
yeah,
no, what I was like when like the buzzwords you was talking about, those little buzzwords like the monetization, like you said, the algorithm is weird when it comes to YouTube, but I found that now that they do this YouTube Shorts thing, literally the 15-second shorts, and I've got a few of them up there, and a few of them has gotten hits. Like I'm talking about like thousands. I'm going, wow, like it's just weird like that because that's where people's focus is there right now. The ADD is kicking in. It's like I can only view.
Everybody wants that TikTok short form, the short form video of the clip of the gaming clip that you have, and then that short form video links to your main channel, which your main channel has long form videos like streaming or like a podcast or like gaming. No, we might have to literally actually pick up ASL at this point.
But I like that. I like how he was talking about integrating the YouTube to the live to the VOD, like putting all that together so that you can take your VOD clips, your gaming clips on YouTube, bring it over to Shorts.
Yes,
and because what people do now with the Twitch. They'll take a clip it.
They'll put it on YouTube, and then it'll go to whatever XYZ social media platform, Instagram, TikTok, and it'll get it to bang, and then they'll have their links to bring them over to whatever platform they're streaming on.
As small content creators, as small channel we are, when he's talking about more avenues of monetizing your channel.
You know how huge this is right here. Like from people like you're streaming on
members.
You're streaming on Twitch, so they call their subscribers. So you could subscribe to someone's channel, but a subscriber on a YouTube channel is different from what a subscriber is on a Twitch channel. Essentially, when you subscribe to someone's YouTube channel, you subscribe to their page. They have something called members. When you reach a certain, when you get enough subscribers, you get to have like a join button, and you get to join them. So you get to gift the $5 or donate $5 or whatever. They have different tiers, right? Every month, just like on Twitch. Now they didn't have this, but now they're adding it for 2022 gifted members. So like if you're in
Which
the
is a
chat
big ask. It's
and
a
you want
big
it's
demand.
huge. Like for
Yeah.
somebody that's actually, for somebody that's streaming and they're coming up and gifted
Well, it's
members,
been
please.
demanded over and over. It's a big
And
demand. Like,
these are people that stream already on YouTube, and they're like, hey, listen, gifted membership hosting someone else's stream. That's another thing. When you shut down on your stream, but you want to go raid somebody else, instead of you just being like, hey, Twitch, it's literally /host, and then
slash
you put the code in, and then boom, you're sending your viewers off to somebody else. So, but remember, you have to understand something. Twitch has been around for how long now doing this
been around
stuff?
for a while.
This is
Yeah.
the same thing. It's like building up to it, trying to get the code right for it. But also, too, this is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Hopefully, the focus starts coming in because they realize now how popular gaming is and how popular streaming is,
Mhm.
and they just get on top of it. So, but a lot of good things, a lot of good, benefits coming to YouTube gaming and stuff like that. It's just all exciting stuff, honestly.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you're getting into streaming or
yeah,
are streaming or podcasting or whatever it is you're doing, this is something you should be excited about. Is it going to give us a lot more avenues on getting us exposed more out there for people to watch us? Algorithm might even change a little bit because of this, with the shorts and all that.
yes,
If you haven't done shorts yet, start doing that. Examatos, do that. Like, use the short. You're gonna see how people are like drawn to that 15-second video because it's short, to the point. They laugh, or they whatever it is that the point you're getting across, and they move on. And it gives you that view, and it also invites them to your channel and hope that you can get them to go subscribe. So that's a pretty good thing when it comes to what he's talking about. But the shot right here is crazy. Yeah, he did a wrong.
I love Lupa.
Yeah, but
Tim,
no, when this came out, I think this came out like 2 days ago. I was like, oh, it came out really late too when he talked about this, and it was a good update video. He normally doesn't do this, and it's pretty cool that he came out and did a video like this to let us know, hey, we hear you,
yep.
and we're working on things, because as toxic as Twitch has been over the last few months when it comes to rating and all that stuff going on over there,
Yeah.
they
People are
still have
looking for the alternative as well too. They don't want
yeah.
listen. It's always healthy when you have competition. It's always healthy, and that's why I think to your point too. Any content creators, any things like that. If there's anything that we could say, because we're in that space now where we're doing the let's make a podcast, let's have a stream, let's stream some gaming content. All right, what platform are we going to do it on? Oh, let's try to build up the Twitch and stuff like that. They're a little established and stuff, and maybe we could see if we could get some Twitch people and bring them over to the YouTube space and stuff, and and intermingle and things like that. But if YouTube could be your one stop shop, if they could really get to that point, that would be great. But don't
Awesome.
pigeonhole yourself to one. Like right now, basically, try to get yourself out there and expose yourself to all types of social media just to get the eyes on you. And then at that point, then you go from there and you see what happens, and then you see what works best for you. Eventually, if you ever get to that point as a creator. Right now, content creation, like because of what we do with the podcast and your YouTube videos, and you have your shows that you put out now on a weekly basis and stuff. I mean, YouTube it is the one stop shop for the content that we put out, and it's really good to see. But hopefully, eventually, we get to the point too where it's like it's not just this type of content that we're doing, but also the gaming content as well. That we could do on here,
That's
and
an awesome
actually,
thing.
it'd be nice.
I mean, again, I mentioned this, and I messaged you about it. He's like, oh, I saw this, and we just started talking about it. I mean, I'm excited for the future of YouTube gaming. As you saw Ryan in that video, he announced some numbers, and I was blown away. I'm like, holy crap! I knew they were really good, but they're great. Like they're doing numbers over there. That's pretty awesome. But the fact that they're looking at ways for different avenues for monetization, for getting exposure,
the moderation too. That's another thing.
Yeah, moderation.
Moderation's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we've experienced that. We're doing a live stream right now. We've had that. That was one of our first mistakes, not having any fucking mods going live. We thought everything. We did a couple. It's like, oh, everything's sweet, and then we get that one stream where it's like, we're not gonna get view. Yeah, we're not gonna get view botted or anything like that.
No. But we're good now. We've been good for quite a while. But that's it. Check the video out if you guys want. I'll link it in the description as well.
Yeah,
you guys
pretty
can
cool.
check that out. It's pretty cool. But the last topic we're gonna touch on, if we're done with the YouTube, just so we can wrap it up and everybody can get on their happy Halloween day. The last thing we'll talk about is just what we've been talking about, the Twitch. Listen, guys, I'm gonna be more consistent now when it comes to Twitch streaming. I went live about 3 or 4 times this week, and it's been nothing but positive outcome from that. I don't want to be that guy that's just tooting my horn. I'm not trying to do all that, but just to let you guys know, I am Twitch streaming. I am. If I'm gonna have a gaming podcast, I must, I have to game, right? So I've been gaming, but now I'm putting it on stream. It's been well received. There's been a bunch of people coming in there. I think these videos, these streams are getting upwards of hundreds of people watching them, which is pretty cool. On the live, I'm getting like 20, 30 people at one time, something like that. But I've been getting new subscribers. It's an avenue for me to get new people, new fresh eyes into this channel to check it out. One thing I do know is
I was gonna ask you real quick too. I didn't want to stop you in your train of thought, but this last video here, you had 144 views.
That's money pointed out to me.
This is not a gloating topic, guys. No, by the way, this is just like, this is cool. This is because
I'm a kid from the Bronx. I'm a kid from the Bronx, and to see something like that, it's like, wow, like there's people out there that really want to see that. And I mean, I'm even doing the whole overlays and stuff, so that's pretty cool, like the Happy Halloween stuff. So I know some of you guys are probably not to Twitch, but if you ever see me log on, just come in and say hello. You don't have to stay up there, just say hello. Hey, how you doing? And as you can see, the chat's there. Logic is in there. Devil is in there.
Dude, literally just out here, just gaming. Like literally, this was. I don't know if we were playing when you were streaming
towards the end of the stream. We started
playing.
Yeah. So, and I'm always asking, hey, how's the quality? How's the audio? That kind of stuff. But this is
Twitch. So here's another thing. So because this is the segue, and this is what I wanted to talk about and dive in a little bit for people that don't know. If you're not an affiliate, if you're just starting out on Twitch, you're limited to 720p at 60 frames. It's not a bad thing. 720p. Listen, most people right now, nobody's out here. And there's not a lot of people out here. Like, I game on a 2K monitor. So, but most of the people that I watch, they're gaming at 1080p or 9. They do some weird shit. They do 936p at 60 frame or whatever. So 720p, it's cool when you're just starting out and stuff. One of the benefits of going, and this is where pros and cons, being on YouTube. YouTube is just, you want to stream at 2K, stream at 2K if you could do it. If you got the bit rate, you got the internet connection, and you got the system for it, and you got the tools set up for it, dude, stream in 2K, stream in 4K. You know what I mean? Like, I'm almost positive you can stream in 4K, but the experience, it's a lot of bit rate. There's a lot going on with that. That's the only thing. Once you get to affiliate with Twitch, they'll let you stream at 1080p at 60, which is, which is awesome too, to push that out. And then, but just talk about that grind though, just like work it up, like with Twitch, like how's the experience been? Like you said, like you've been on a couple of days and stuff.
What I'm liking about Twitch is that the feedback is instant. Like the people that are in the chat, like when I'm asking, hey, how's the audio? They'll tell me instantly, hey, I load on the game volume, put up your voice volume. The music's a little too loud. And another thing I like about with Twitch is that I'm putting like music is playing in the background. And I'm able to. I found some non-copyrighted music that I could put, and it vibes. Pretty cool. And people has got in and go, "Hey man, what song is this?" Pretty cool. And I have to like chat it up. Hey, this is from such and such. But the experience overall, I've Twitched before, but through console.
Yeah.
And now that I have a camera on me, it's a bit different experience. Like I know I podcast every week for like the last 31 episodes, and that's one thing. But doing Twitch streaming with a camera on me and constantly seeing my face there. That's a different experience.
And I was going to get into that too. And some of the most successful streamers still to this day who play games and stuff, they do no cam. So that's another thing too. It's like there are a lot of streamers that are out there that even if you're just streaming and you go no cam, you're still streaming. You know what I mean? It's like there are people out here. There were people that joined here into the chat. They were new chats because Twitch does a cool job too, where it's like if somebody new joins the chat, they'll actually say like, "Hey, new chatter," right? So you kind of know. You kind of know where we set it up. We set up.
That's more of a new feature for them. Yeah.
We set up Nightbot, so now we have commands in there too, which actually gives links to the socials and stuff like that. So it's really cool, like for new people to come in because just speaking personally and candidly, I want to speak a little candidly about this. We've gotten subscribers on the YouTube channel specifically because of these Twitch streams. People have come in, they watched your gameplay on Twitch. You said, we put some of those, those commands up in. And we were like, hey, you do other or other content. You do a podcast. You do other things and stuff. And they were like, oh, cool. Yeah, I'll go check it out. And next thing you know, before you know it, you look on your page after streaming for a couple hours and you have 2-3 more followers.
What's cool though is you guys know me that I like connecting with people. I like the whole connecting with people, having conversations with them. I do a Friday content creator thing, and it's like with Twitch streaming. I'm able to talk to them directly. Where I had gamers come in there and chatting it up, saying, "So how do you think? What do you think about this game? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is it in your rotation?" I'm getting direct questions like that, which I love because, like, yeah, insurgency. I'm exposing the game even more, even though it's a popular game. But there are people out there who goes, "I don't know what this is about. Like, do you like it? What do you like about it?" So I can instantly give them that feedback. Like, I like this because X, Y, Z. It's going to be part of my FPS rotation because of X, Y, Z. You know, I've had people, and then the chat start having conversations between each other about, why would this be part of your rotation with Halo and Call of Duty and Battlefield coming out? Explain to me why. And it's a healthy conversation. Well, because, this game offers this and that game offers that. So it's the instant gratification of those chats going on while I'm streaming that I love about streaming games on Twitch. It's been instant happiness for me when I did this. Like, it's one of those things where I'm in my zone. I'm in my comfort space when I'm doing the thing that I love most, and I'm bringing it out to the world. And I'm talking like I'm a big, huge person, but I'm not. And I'm happy with what I got. I'm very happy.
But even in a game like this, like, and another point that I just want to stress out, and for those that are visually watching, and even if you're audio listening, I have the Insurgency Sandstorm page up. Just when you search up the game, and you see now there's 200 viewers in there. Like, so there's 200 viewers right now spread out between the, if I was to go down and literally count how many channels, I mean, there are a bunch of people streaming this game that don't have any viewers and stuff like that. But it's just like, but there's an audience of people. There are some people in here that have 4 views, 5 views, 23 views, 39 views and stuff like that. Like, those numbers should never, I mean, we talk about this all the time as well too. It's like, even the few people that we got in, like, I think at one point we got up to, on your channel, what, it was like 18? Like 18 or 19 or like
19
or 19 consistently concurrently at one time. I mean, that's like a normal podcast for us sometimes. Like, or that's like, when we do like a podcast, like, you're doing that playing a game now, you know what I mean? So it's more content. So it's cool to see that type of transition. And it's some people that are joining because they know you from the podcast, they know you from Twitter. And then it's other people that are just like, oh, wait, you're playing this game. And then it could be variety games too. It doesn't matter the game that you're playing. Like, it's cool to see that you're getting newer eyes to what you're doing and what's going on, with that. And I just want to, it's interesting to see, because you could have went the other route too. And because you have OBS, you could be streaming right to YouTube. But the fact that you're actually trying to build up the Twitch, it's good to see as well too. Just to see, until like YouTube kind of gets up to that part where you can really do all in one.
It's gonna get there. I can't wait. I can't wait for that to get there. Because,
but for the time being, streaming on Twitch seems to be working out pretty well.
Yeah, so. It is. It's bringing me new eyes and everything. Because listen, at the end of the day, as a content creator, if you want exposure, you want people to see, you can't just tie yourself down to one platform. You gotta sell yourself out there to many, like, not sell, but put yourself out there for so many other platforms just to get those. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Twitter. I don't do Facebook, or Meta, whatever you call it now. I'm on these platforms, and exposure is what I'm trying to do. And people are drawn to games. I mean, if we're gonna talk games, we play games. That's about it. But yeah, if you guys are into Twitch, or some of you may not, but check me out. I tweet it out every time I go on. I tweet it out, and it just come in and say hi, say hello, and it's another aspect of what I do. More content from me. So, that's about it. Yeah, so that does it for this Halloween episode. Not so spooky.
But we had the spooky intro. For those you interested, we did a little spooky intro. No, we didn't dress up.
Decided to be weird.
Yeah. So, for those listening to the audio, no, don't worry about it. You're not missing anything with the visual. I got a haircut. That was it. I got a haircut.
We are podcasters. That's what we dressed up as.
Yeah, that's what it was. We attempted to be podcasters today. And then we still had some audio issues as usual. It wouldn't be. I was gonna say it wouldn't be a normal podcast day without us fucking up a little bit in between.
Because hold on before we go, because what's his name asked for it, the dramatic cam. I gotta give that to.
Oh yeah,
right here. Yeah. Because he's been asking for it. So let me see if I can get that up here.
At the 1 hour and 58-minute mark. Yeah, let me get this out of the way.
What happened to it? Okay, never mind. I'm probably not gonna be able to do it because I don't see the camera.
Okay.
Default? Would it be default?
No, I'm not sure. Oh, is the camera not coming up in restream?
Maybe that's it. I'll try it. Yeah. There you go. Whoa, look at that. Dramatic cam.
Very heavy. Well, it was like heavenly because you got like a little white light going on behind you. Nice aura.
All right. Nice aura. And then we go back to this cam. Woo! There we go. That's a dramatic cam. It's been asked for, demanded, so I gave it to you. Towards the end,
the 1 hour and 58-minute mark. So hopefully you guys hung out with us. Real quick, just shout out to everybody who hung out with us today on YouTube Live. We appreciate it. Shout out to everyone listening to us when this comes out and drops on Wednesday. Shout out to everybody that's there hanging out with us throughout the week as well too. And yeah, I mean, you know where we are. You know, we're doing this every week, minus the sickness that Kills had.
Minus
that.
Minus
that. We're here, dude. Every Sunday we're here hanging out, trying to have a good time.
Even on holidays, as
so,
you can see.
And listen, banger games real quick. Forza, Call of Duty that we're not fucking playing, but it's still coming. So if you're excited for that, be excited for it. Not
Call of Duty this week.
Call of Duty this week. Forza is not this week. Forza is next week.
I think it's next week.
Okay, so but still,
following week. So it's Call of Duty, coming Forza, up. Battlefield.
So Forza is the same week as Battlefield Early Access as well too.
Yeah.
So
it's like boom, boom, boom.
We got big games coming. So yeah, man. So it's gonna be fun times.
The year out with Halo.
And we finished the year out with Halo. But we'll definitely catch you guys online. We're gonna be gaming a lot more as well too. On hopefully we get some Uno in. Hopefully we get some of the bass fishing in. We're gonna try that out a little bit.
Because I think Nick said there's a battle. I think he's playing around, but he says there's a battle royale in bass fishing. But yeah, we'll see what we got. We get in there. But thank you guys for hanging out. It's now the 2-hour mark. I appreciate those who are still with us. Catch us every single week, as Logic said, Sundays at 5:00 Eastern time. But for now, we'll end it on that note. Thank you for hanging out with us. Happy Halloween. Have a safe Halloween, guys, and happy fucking gaming.
Taylor about the fucking flex.